let me get to it.
13-0. U.S. women out here doing it big.
Busting eardrums.
PFC 300 volume.
Oh, hit 300.
I'll be getting a text from Tiki. Oh, snacks, you just gotta watch for your volume. Your little
mic
loud.
work. Yeah. Where's your mic technique?
Yeah, and I'm the one getting yelled at over text.
Nah, look, it's far away. If I blew out your eardrums, my bad. I was doing a Snacks impression, but for real.
Yeah.
PFC 300.
Why are you happy about that?
This
Why are you proud of that?
is PFC.
What is
Get
that?
it? 'Cause, like,
Sparta.
Hey.
Can we open with that? Can we open with that from now on?
Nah, I like the 13-0. Yeah. U.S. women whipping that ass.
Yeah, this might be old news to you guys, but I figured we'd give you a quick opinion. Obviously, you guys, if you're into soccer, you've heard U.S. women smashed up on Thailand, 13-0.
And hold it there.
Sure.
The men's national team can't even qualify for a World Cup.
Girls are better than boys. Fact of life.
You know, and you
They
get
make
the
more
women.
money in the U.S.
The
than
reigning
boys.
champions of the world, World Cup defending title, USA. This is the first game. A lot of pressure. They scored 13 goals against a Thailand team, which had no real business, being on the field.
Thailand?
No
Or like
offense to
Lost
them, man.
Land?
It's just the quality. It's just the quality of the
Lose land.
It's just the quality of the U.S. And there was the biggest story out of this game is that did they celebrate too much following their goals?
Yes,
guys think?
definitely.
Halftime 3-0. All right.
Then they exploded.
This is also a World Cup.
Yeah.
Can you celebrate too much?
What's your opinion?
I don't give a fuck. You know,
Dude, you gotta be ruthless.
I mean,
this is the World Cup.
to a certain degree, man. But I didn't see anything that was too crazy after the score ran up. I mean, yeah, they still high fived and stuff. But Alex Morgan, 5 goals after her third goal. I mean, she didn't even celebrate. High five and
There was a couple.
that was
For
it.
me, there was a couple that they were jumping a little bit too much.
Dude.
They're like, yeah!
dude, because everyone's been talking shit.
Guess what?
Everyone's been talking shit.
They're the defending world champions.
Dude, but
You're
dude,
dead.
Everyone been getting on
listen,
vacation.
the shit was
You're 10 zip up.
What was the case
Listen,
that
the
we
shit
get-
was in the shit talk was in that they're getting defended. How are they going to be? It's 4 years later, but so Abby Wambach's not there. So I was like, dude, we're still here. We're still fucking the best team in the world.
You still fucking?
13-0.
Look, for me, I got no beef with them running up the score. There's two different sides of this for me. Run that score up, goal difference, you never know.
It's a world record, by the way.
It's fucking beautiful, dude. But for me, once you get to 6-7-0, when you score your goal, turn around, run back to half, give your teammates high fives, but to be running, screaming, knee slides, for me that was classless. Now, should it be illegal against the rules? No, man. Sometimes,
That's the beauty of the game.
sometimes you
It's the
get a guy
unwritten
that's
rule.
gonna
Here the
dunk
game.
on
You score a goal, you don't celebrate. Fuck you,
Yeah,
Mo.
but look at the
Mo Salah didn't celebrate.
So that guy
he was in there.
The Norwegian guy who scored 9 goals.
Yeah.
If you watch the highlights of that, by the time he scored his 6th goal, he was just turning around, running back to half.
Yeah, but there's
so,
a difference.
here's what-
There's a massive difference between
I
the
mean, it's a
U20
a
game.
feminist issue,
Dog,
Tiki.
when Germany did it to
U20
Brazil,
game?
when Germany did it to Brazil, 7 goals. After the 5th goal, they just turned back and
You're right.
hugged
You're
and
right.
walked
There is
away.
a difference between a U20 game and a World Cup. Act like you've been there before, United States.
Yeah, Germany
because
did that.
you've won this whole competition.
Yeah, but
and
so what?
And,
So what?
And if you want to go to
Class. That's all it is.
statistics,
Class.
you want to go to
It's
statistics.
class,
No.
guys.
Let's say 30 seconds for every celebration. That's at least 5
Well,
minutes.
no,
Maybe
I'm not-
six,
I'm not
that's
taking
6.5
it that
minutes.
far.
With 6.5 more minutes
not
in this
taking it
game,
that
they
far.
might even go 14 goals.
No, I'm not
That's
mad
that's
at
a
them.
ridiculous take on this. Of all,
But the thing is,
OG
But the thing is, you got to make some fucking
Make it
random
20 mil.
gray area McGee
no,
over
you
here.
At the same time-
the same girl didn't score 13 goals. Different women scored goals, so they were excited. It's a World Cup. You got young Mallory Pugh getting on the team. Shout out to Sam Mewis.
You know what?
Well, Sam Mewis, she's a local, bro.
No,
She's from
a
around
local
here.
girl from,
Yeah.
was it Whitman or Hanson?
Yeah, somewhere, I think,
know it's
Wayne
Whitman.
The high school's
Dude,
Whitman
she's-
Hanson.
She got
Yeah,
a
she used
picture
to
up in,
play at me and Tom's old club. Her and her sister played at our old club that we used to coach at. Mewis,
What's the place
she
in
is a
Quincy?
monster, dude.
the indoor
Marina
place.
Bay.
Marina Bay,
Marina
bro.
Bay.
She got like her jersey hanging up in Marina Bay signed. So shout out to Sam Mewis.
She is a monster,
bro,
dude.
I mean, Carli Lloyd got her ducats too, but Lindsay...
She's not even starting
Horn-
half the games.
Yeah.
Lloyd.
Well, okay, she's 36
Look,
years old, but she's
I know,
so
but
nasty.
I'm saying she's still very productive.
Still
in the time.
nasty. I have
She,
no
she missed the
problem.
penalty today. But at the same time,
They still won
she's-
3-0.
And she still got 2 goals.
Bro, goal
But,
difference.
Dude, this girl,
Goal difference.
Carli Lloyd, man.
US is plus 16.
Look,
0 goals against.
Carli Lloyd
16-4.
is for real, dude.
No, she is. She's a
and
beast.
if she keeps going, like, I mean,
Look, if
where does she fit in, like, the top girls? Like, is she above me a hand?
No, No one's about me and him.
look, she
even
might skip
even
that.
Abby Wambach has more goals than me and him.
Okay, Abby
me
Wambach,
and him
no.
set the pinnacle. Set the
she
bar.
might
Yeah, I'll give you
I
that.
don't give a fuck. Only Alex Morgan can touch that mantle because she's fucking
To the
beautiful.
Landon
my
Dorm.
woman.
Oh, my.
That is
She's,
my
she's
woman.
adorable.
There we
That is
go
my
with the
woman.
sexist shit.
I'm sorry, I have a crush on her. All right, does that make me a bad guy?
I like put
Wait,
you
we
on
talking
the
about
spot.
crushes?
beautiful,
Yeah, I
man.
like- I
Is
like
that what we're doing now? Is that how we do this?
What?
That's not even the best one.
Who's the best?
talking
Alex
about?
Morgan's not the hottest girl
Hey,
in the U.S.
fellas,
women's.
this is 2019, man. Why does a discussion about football turn into rating these women as
Hey,
hot?
David Beckham is a
What are
handsome
you guys
man.
doing? I don't hear you say,
Hold on.
"Oh, I'd suck
Hold
this
on.
dude's dick."
Kristen Press.
Hold on.
What I said, I didn't say this.
Alex
That's
Morgan,
right.
Alex
Jesus
Morgan
Christ.
is a goddess. That's why. This is different. She is just perfect. There's nothing wrong with
Hey,
her.
man, how about we focus on women's skills, not their skirts, bruh?
It's tough. It's tough, man. Alex Morgan.
Hashtag
It's
me
tough.
too,
To me, my
man.
favorite one, Megan Rapinoe, man. She's
awesome.
my
dude.
favorite.
Rapinoe?
She's my
With
favorite.
the silver hair.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Silver hair
I'll tell you this about
Box set,
Rapinoe.
straight
The
ball.
one thing I really like about her is that she is one of the veteran players of this team. But she's coming off a bad World Cup, I would say, or like bad, not bad,
That she
but
won.
just underwhelming. Shall
Yeah,
I say?
she won the World Cup.
No,
last time,
no. But I'm saying
Yes. She did.
Started all
Look,
the games.
I'm talking. Look, when you say the
talking to
U.S.,
you're talking
when you
to
talk about the
hustle
world,
standards.
U.S. winning the World Cup, that's like saying, oh, Brazil won the World Cup. You can still say that people had a bad tournament, or throughout the last 4 years, Rapinoe has been good, but in the last year or so, she's been great.
Okay, cool.
All right,
Good opinion.
Tommy, verdict. You're okay with the celebrations?
I know the
I'm
hand
gonna go
gesture,
with the
but-
celebrations, man. And the way it's looking right. Oh, you want to go get
Snacks, you good with the celebrations?
Oh, I endorse it.
encourage
I
it.
endorse it.
Al, you
I
good with
endorse
them?
it.
I hate Klopp, so I hate that shit. You know, I think it could have been a little bit less, but I don't knock him for celebrating a goal. But they could have downplayed it a little bit. But
Yeah, for me, it's.
But I don't play. I mean, at the same time, I'm not going to say they celebrated too hard.
Yeah, I'm going to say they celebrated too hard. There's nothing wrong with saying that. I don't think it takes away from their performance. Remember when Sterling
taking
was
away from
beating?
it. Now you're taking
Remember when
away from
Sterling
it.
was beating United and he was doing that dancey shit? And
Yeah.
like he almost got kicked. And
No,
then Pep
Neymar
came
does rainbows over
Exactly,
people.
and Pep came over
Yeah,
and
the
was like,
20
"We
games
don't
he
do
plays.
that."
Dude,
It's
but that's just-
showboating. No, I understand. Look, there's an unwritten rule. Don't act like you don't know the unwritten rule in sport, dude. Like you've played in games where you're getting smashed
Rub
6-0,
it in.
and if they're celebrating, you're gonna kick them, dude. So
Dude,
like, let's
you know
not.
what?
Hey, it's
let's all
even.
of a sudden, 'cause
Then,
the
hey,
US is doing
I'm
it,
on
it's all
Thailand's ass
good.
and not beating their asses.
That's
then
fine,
fuck
but-
Thailand for not standing up
Nah,
and
that's-
fucking kicking
like,
the shit out of
if
them.
they're-
The rules.
I
Like,
like
when you're
Thailand.
losing 7-0.
I want to go smash.
If
some
there's
girls
going to be a
over there.
player,
Bangkok?
if
I hope
there's
they're
going to be a
not
player in the
ladyboys,
U.S.,
You're gonna go to Bangkok?
if there's going to be a player in the
My
U.S.
cock
I'm actually
bangs.
worried for getting hurt in a game like that, it'd be Mallory Pugh. She plays in midfield. I think she holds on to the ball too long. I think she needs to pass the ball quicker. And then you got Ali Long, who's just hammering people. I think that she could really hurt the U.S. because even in this today's game, she had, I think, 3 or 4 fouls in 3 or 4 attempts. Just boom, right after another. Yeah, some of them are her fault, and some of them not because they're bad passes. But she needs to start using her head if she gets into these games, because when they play France and Germany or even England, something like that, this will come back to bite them. I really hope that the U.S. do well, but there's a few of these players on here that I'm worried about.
You see, I like Mallory Pugh's ability to be that person who kind of unlocks the defense by dribbling and
No,
going
I do
by
like
everyone.
that. But when she's dribbling backwards and around in the middle,
Unlocked.
But Sweden, you gotta watch out for Sweden.
Dude, the
too.
United States, and they played today, Sunday, against Chile. They won 3-0. Carli Lloyd, 2 goals. She sets
Carli Lloyd's
history.
awesome, dude.
She sets history, scoring 6 World Cup games in a row. Could have had a hat trick.
She's a
Her
beast,
last hat
man.
trick was in the World Cup final. She scored from half
She's
for
an
the hat
absolute
trick.
beast, dude.
But the USA, man, they feel that they made 8 changes to the lineup. Everyone except the backup goalies has now touched the field. They have their 16 goals
In
for
game 2, dude.
in game 2. So I mean, they're already qualified
beautiful.
for the knockout rounds. They've played everybody.
No respect.
Everyone has played, uncompromisingly.
Well, that's why you score 13 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got no beef with the goals,
No.
man. I love that. But shout out, moving on real quick. Shout out
Their
to
goalie
Australia.
go ahead. Goalie for Chile, Eder, fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Incredible goalie. Go ahead.
Shout out to Australia beating Brazil. Massive upset on Thursday, 3-2 with a buzzer beater at the end. So got to give them a shout.
Where's Marta?
and you know
He's
what?
still playing.
You know
She's
what?
still out there?
Mats is awesome. I have to give the Women's World Cup a shout out for the fact that a lot of times you'll see you'll hear a lot of guys say, "Oh, it's the women's. It's the women's." Yes, they can't run as fast, jump as high. But when you see the formation,
faster than you and higher than you.
How's this stop. People think this. People think this.
No. Honestly,
but some people have this opinion.
Look, stop.
Also, me.
Obviously, it's not me. Obviously, not me because I coach all girls teams. It's obviously
doesn't matter. Dude.
Okay, can I finish?
No.
Can you guys shut up for a moment?
Let's rank them.
The point is,
we're talking too much. She wants to finish the thought.
No, because I hear too many times. Because I hear too many ignorant men.
Who are you hanging out with? You coach women's soccer, like
I coach girls soccer,
all the other coaches
and I hear
saying
a bunch of guys talking about this all over the place. They think of it's like the WNBA, but the one thing that the women's game always shows more than men, I feel like, is better fundamentals. And their fundamentals of passing, getting into space,
first
huge.
touch isn't there. I'll say that.
No, the first touch is not always there.
First touch can be rough.
But the fundamentals of trying to get in space, getting the ball, and 1-2 touch, 1-2 touch passing. That's the big thing with this. At least with, like I say, France, Spain. Spain's outstanding. I love watching Spain, even though that they end up losing. But they have some really good players on Spain. The way they possess the ball, it's very enjoyable. I think the U.S. team, though, I think they have what it takes to go and actually win this competition.
For sure, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Women's World Cup. We'll keep tracking it as it goes on. Obviously, we want the U.S. women's national team to win. But also shout out to the South African women's national team, a.k.a. Banyana.
Girls.
All right, so
man, playing Germany.
Wait,
playing
is
Germany
Bafana men?
Boys.
Is it boys.
The boys.
It was women. It was girls.
Banyana.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, man. So shout out to Banyana, who'll
That's
be playing
hilarious.
Germany tomorrow. That's going to be a
they
tough
had a good
matchup.
game against Spain.
They did,
Hey,
man.
they was 0-0 forever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
1-0 because it was a great shot. Oh my goodness! I have to look up the name of the South African girl.
Classic.
Act like you can pronounce
it was a left wing. It was the left wing. It was an outstanding shot.
It wasn't
Top right.
Shabalala. It wasn't Shabalala. I know you think of 2010 right now. Did she have dreads and she was a lefty? And
No, she has a buzz hair. Most of everybody on South Africa has buzz hair. But she was great. The South African, they got a little unlucky.
Yeah, keep playing.
They got a little unlucky with that penalty that they had against Spain. But overall, Spain's creativity got around South Africa. They had basically one form of attack. And look, they had a great shot. They just didn't have enough of that attack. And that's one thing with South Africa. If they get that one goal, they can sit in and maybe counter. But if they don't get that one goal, Germany's going to
be tough.
Oh, my goodness. Germany's going to roll right over them.
We got to move on now to the legend, the man, the myth, the legend.
Greatest player of all time.
Me?
Some would say. In the UEFA Nations League.
The first ever. The inaugural competition.
Thank you.
Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal capture the trophy over Virgil van Dijk and the Dutch Masters.
The Flying Dutch.
I hope you broke something out, cracked it up, and you're rolling up there. The Dutch Masters taking the L 1-0. And who was it? Gonzalo Guedes.
Yeah.
With the winning goal.
This guy Gonzalo. Okay, so we're gonna talk about CR7. Obviously, first time tournament, he wins it. He wins the individual award as well. But this guy Gonzalo Guedes, he's having an incredible season at Valencia, man. And this is to your point. You always say it's important to get that starting time, that playing time, and this is a case where when you say that it's true, I don't always think it's true, but in this specific case, man. His playing
most
time
important thing for players from 18 to about 23 years old. You need to be starting, playing. Like you can wait and you can buy your time. Gabi Jesus, if you're naturally talented and gifted, you're gonna whenever he steps on the pitch, he looks dangerous, right?
Hudson-Odoi,
guys like that.
Yeah.
There's some guys who can buy time,
exactly.
and they need to come off.
Well,
the
they're
bench,
also training with the best in the world.
He's not as physically developed. He needs to.
Those players, like you say, Gabi Jesus, he's training with the best players in the world.
No doubt.
So that's fine. If you go to Barcelona, if you go to Real Madrid, it can sometimes kill your career, but it can also really excel because you're learning the ins and outs.
If you're sitting on the
bench,
you're from Montpellier. Then
that's
you want to be getting playing time.
Exactly.
Look, there's a balance too. You can be at Real Madrid and not getting the start, and it affects you. It's literally, I think, it's not even club by club. I think it's individual player by individual player. Some guys need to learn by doing. Some guys can learn by studying.
Hey, Tom, you get the roster. You get the lineup there is in front of you.
I got you.
Who's in the midfield for Portugal? Fernandes.
They had
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes was a baller.
That guy.
Pereira and William Carvalho.
But no, Fernandes is the guy, man.
He's next.
He caught my dude. He was shooting from all over the field, everything on target, everything testing the goal.
United. He had a great year.
Sounded
a little slutty.
Yeah, he had a great year in Portugal. Dude,
Sound a little thirsty, a little slutty over there.
Dude, this guy, he's nice.
right?
He's simple. He shoots. He gets forward.
He's simple.
But man, he makes things happen.
I like him a lot.
No,
And you know what?
You
know why I like him? You know what?
And his numbers in Portugal this year were off the charts.
Yeah.
So
You know why I like him even more? His work rate.
That's
you
what I'm
guys
saying.
been moaning about not enough work rate,
And he's creative.
This dude, Pogba lazy. I'm like, look, man,
Offensive work
get
rate.
Bruno Fernandes around Pogba, and then get like a Conte type character behind him.
That's
and
it.
You got a midfield. All of a sudden, you got a midfield.
Yo, I'll keep Martial if we get those two guys. You know,
Dude, I can't believe you're gonna get rid of Martial, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Let's not sidetrack.
I know we're talking about the final.
Let's talk about.
I know we're talking about the final.
Nations.
Yeah, I know we're
We'll get
talking
there,
about the
bro.
final, but we can't just discredit Ronaldo for having a hat trick in the first
Oh, no,
leg
no,
against
okay.
Granite
Hey,
Xhaka,
his
Switzerland.
his first
Let him
game.
know, Snacks.
His first game in the competition.
Listen, man, I don't know what to say. Like Cristiano Ronaldo, just like it's obvious to say he makes this Portugal team a powerhouse because a few years ago, like the 2018 World Cup, you're looking at this roster, you're like, yeah, the team's nothing. But bro, like the people coming up with them, like you said, Bruno Fernandes, William Carvalho,
Dude,
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva is the linchpin. He's
I was just
he's
gonna
the
say,
X
dude,
factor.
we
in
just
this.
stepped right over Bernardo Silva.
We didn't
How did we
though.
step
No, but
over
the
him?
thing is,
We
this
didn't.
is the guy that's had the season, dude, between Man City and now Portugal. Yeah, Ronaldo did great.
And I said he
but
was my MVP.
it's
Yeah, Ronaldo scored a
Bernardo
hat-trick.
Silva
and I
that
sounded
is
like
the-
a madman.
Yeah, Ronaldo scored a hat trick.
But
Look,
this
he-
is the guy.
he
dude,
was in the
Bernardo
finals.
Silva.
In the
And
finals, he was
you're
everywhere.
thinking, oh, charisma, this or Martins.
Who said charisma
Or,
today?
oh no, I'm saying is like we've always had those guys. No, I'm not saying now, but I'm talking about in the past. We're talking about charisma having a good or
No doubt.
Martins,
Gelson.
who's going to play on that right side.
Hey, Huss,
but
we're
it's
coming
Bernardo
around. We're
Silva
coming
who doesn't
around.
have
No.
that lightning
Time out.
speed.
I've always had Bernardo Silva. As soon as Pep said Bernardo Silva will
That's 6
be
months
here
ago.
as long. No, that
That
was
was a
last
year
season,
ago.
dude.
That
That
was
was
a
like
year ago.
18 months ago. Pep was like,
Okay,
Bernardo
well, I'm
Silva
talking
will
about longer
never
than
be
that.
so.
Between
Recognize.
the World Cup and the Euros.
Recognize.
I'm talking about the World Cup and the Euros. We're always talking about, who's the next
He
talent
never hit
coming out.
that level until
Who's
he
the
got
next
to
talent?
City. He never hit that
Oh,
level.
so you
until
called
he
it
got
first,
to City.
us?
Yeah.
You called Bernardo Silva first?
No, I'm not saying first.
You were the first one?
No.
Kinda sounds like you're trying to claim
I'm
something.
calling Pep was first because everyone else saw him. Yeah, that's nice.
Dude,
He's
as soon
doing
as
good.
Pep said it, I was
and then
like-
Pep's like, "No, this
No,
is the
as soon
guy."
as he
I'm
said-
like, "Yeah, okay." And then this year,
No. As soon
Exploded,
as
dude.
soon as he said it, I was literally like, if Pep says it, I need to watch
Everywhere.
this guy closer.
Wipe your
because
eyes,
I didn't
dude.
see it either
Wipe your eyes, Tom.
until he said it, and he was just gluing
And
everything.
it wasn't. You weren't seeing it because he was bad. It was because he just didn't play.
And he's
he
surrounded
couldn't
by
get into
talent,
that
dude.
starting 11, dude.
But dude, to Huss,
he doesn't have the speed.
To
That's
Huss's
the
point,
thing.
in a
doesn't
way,
need it.
he doesn't have the sexiness, which that's
got
first
plenty of
appearance.
sex.
Yeah, sorry, Al, go on. Sorry.
I'm trying to back you up a little
Yeah,
bit.
thank you.
You know, to kind of Huss's point, man. This Portugal team, they had kind of an underwhelming World Cup coming in as European champions. But dude, this team is markedly better than that team that won the Euro.
Yeah.
Like
I think
They are.
entirely better.
And thank you for saying team, because
Yes.
Ronaldo's surrounded by a team. His team is balanced.
But
like,
dude,
there's not,
and you
there's
have
not a
him
lot
up
of dudes
top.
who are. Say that again?
I mean, you're saying you have him up top. I
He's
mean,
the-
you
he's
saw
the
the
man.
the goals.
Wait, hey, where's Renato? Where's
the,
Renato?
the goals Ronaldo had against Switzerland,
Switzerland, yeah.
in the
hat-trick.
semifinal, man.
Yep.
They weren't just tap-ins. They weren't just one touch. Dude, he was doing. It looked like the old Man United Ronaldo.
It's because he still got
You know,
it, man.
Dude,
Meg that
doing
guy,
step
yeah.
overs, beating people, being clinical.
Look,
Elastic
that's
going
what
dudes,
happens
yeah.
when like he's starting to see, like Tom is saying, like guys coming together around him. Like when he first broke out onto the scene, but let's say World Cup like 2014
in his
around
20
there.
or 20, yeah.
In his prime, like he had no help.
You have to do
20,
everything
20,
himself.
2010, it was all him.
And then
Nani.
they won the 2016 Euros without him. Because if you remember, he got
Essentially,
hurt very
yeah.
early in that game, and Eder was the one who won the game. So he realized, oh shit, like I'm surrounded by like guys who can win this. You could see his play now. Instead of trying to get involved on every play,
Dude,
he'd hang up top and knock it around.
Bernardo Silva with Ronaldo, dude. The
Bruno Fernandes
goal
coming through. What
the
about
ass-
Felix?
Dude.
Felix, who's next coming through as well.
You get
Obviously,
John
he's still
Moutinho
young.
coming in off the bench.
They got
You know,
Ruben
experience.
Diaz, a young center back
Ruben
from
Diaz.
Benfica
This whole
coming up.
team is
I mean,
Dude,
Pepe
it's
with
coming
Fonta's
together
experience.
again.
He's that international player. Look at that right
Yeah,
back.
Rui Patricio
Semedo
and net.
starting right back
Rui
on Barcelona.
Patricio, dog.
The most capped goalie in Portugal's
Dog,
history.
look,
So
they got Ruben Neves coming through.
Look,
Like,
Long
all
League,
these
you got a
dudes.
team.
Again, this
Got a team
goes
finally.
against the whole Ronaldo versus Messi situation, where when the going gets tough gets going. When things don't go the way that people want, Cristiano gets mad, aggravated. He steps it up. He starts showing emotion. And then what does Messi do?
Yeah,
he
he
looks
shrinks.
sad. He gets
different
not so much in a shell,
personality types, yeah.
but he starts
Yeah, he
fading away.
does.
When you're winning, Messi looks explosive. He's going around people. He looks
But to
more
be
fluid.
fair, he's never been the
He's never been that dude.
And
He's never been emotional.
and the one thing that everyone's always talked about, even though that Argentina has always had an unbelievable team, it's always been
Always?
a
What are
very
you talking about?
lopsided team.
top heavy.
Where overall, been a very high rated team, but they had hardly any midfielders or defense. Or
The
even
most
goals.
balanced
I
they
think
were,
Portugal's
like-
always had a good.
No way, bro.
No. I think Portugal's been very balanced.
They've been balanced. The most
Very
balanced
balanced.
Argentina
Hey,
was
I
in
think
the
they
World Cup
balanced.
final against Germany. That was the most balanced team, and that's where you can.
Yeah.
That's why I think the
That's why they got
criticism
to
of
the
Messi
final.
is fair. You've been to Copa America finals
Twice.
and you
Just against
choked.
Chile.
You literally choked.
And
so
he's been to World Cup finals against Germany. Like you
that
said.
criticism
Yeah,
is fair,
Netherlands.
but we also have to acknowledge his team is unbalanced. It's top heavy. You do have Aguero, you have a
but
Di
like,
Maria,
look,
you have a Cardi,
but
these guys, but
Brazil-
you also got
all those guys that were
Tagliafico.
there.
Look, it would
And
be,
you also got these other
guys, my
dudes.
beef would be a fair point if they were scoring goals, giving it up. If they were like Arsenal, where Lacazette and Aubameyang are scoring goals, but you guys are losing games because of guys like Socrates in the back.
But you're losing
That's not
2-0
true.
to
You're not
Colombia.
scoring.
And also
Yeah,
the
you're getting
midfield.
shut
Don't
out.
sleep on the midfield
Okay,
because the midfield's
too-
also weaker.
The midfield too, but a few years ago the midfield was good. You know what I mean? And they still choked. So like we can
That's
we can
why
say
you can-
Ronaldo
that's why you
has
can
a
say
team-
it's fair. It's fair
Yeah,
criticism to say
Ronaldo's
choke.
always had the underdog team. Now all of a sudden we can rewrite history and say, well, Ronaldo's always had a balanced team. Dude, that midfield was all like flat B's and B minuses. The defense was B.
Well, that's what.
B minuses.
Well,
I'll
that's what
say
we
this.
mean.
I'll say this.
That's
I'll say this right
Messi's
now, then.
Working with C's.
The way that you're
man,
looking,
in the
the way you're
back.
looking at Argentina,
Look at their backs.
you have Messi playing an attacking midfielder. Why
That's a
not
man,
throw
that's it.
another midfielder in there and push him to like a 4-4-2? Throw more midfielders in there to make sure that the secure and have him Aguero up top so they can pass back and forth and
They
get
tried
around.
everything.
Hey, why-
They
why-
were
hey, no,
No,
hey,
they never tried a 4-4-2.
3-6-1.
They never tried 4-4-2 with
You know what
him
they
up
have
top
to
with
do?
Aguero.
You know what
They
have
never
to
tried
do?
that.
They gotta fucking swallow their pride and play Dybala.
I was just gonna say,
Dybala
yeah.
always-
Dybala too? Yes.
Messi, no, it's not even Dybala's fault. Messi says he can't play with Dybala. That's why Dybala's not in the starting lineup. He's not in the team.
Dybala should be in the middle.
Dybala
Messi should
be on the
go
pitch.
back out right.
Yeah.
Look, I like Messi on the right side. I do.
Dybala pulls
And we look at-
strings.
and we look at the
And
team-
Icardi too.
We gotta look at the management, the guy that's picking the players too. I mean, like, listen, you go on FIFA.
Messi?
You,
He's like the LeBron James effect.
okay, so then we'll
when
say it's
he
Messi.
tries to coach a team,
Okay,
they do
okay.
shit.
Yeah, we'll say it's Messi.
False
You go-
equivalency.
You go on FIFA and you pick Argentina. You go to team management, bro. It's just 60s on their back line. That's their main problem. We get
They're wrong.
Actually,
Mendy.
now that I bring that up,
But that's
wait,
recent. Like that's recent
No,
times.
no,
Why
but
do
just
we
in
explain-
general, like
now,
it's like,
now that I bring that
I'm
up,
just using that as an example, but like it's just
Like,
that.
I'm saying that's the new cop out to say Messi doesn't have a defense.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not saying Messi doesn't
since
have a defense.
Mascherano,
So what I'm-
since Mascherano
No,
tore his butthole, like he hasn't.
Since he started in the Argentina national squad,
Okay,
they've
there's
been
no
choking.
excuse for that.
That's all I'm saying. So
No,
like,
no,
we can
no,
say,
no,
oh,
look.
now he doesn't have a balanced team. Ronaldo's always had a balanced team.
I've been saying like for the
Rewriting
past,
history, man.
yeah, for like
Messi
Like,
has
again,
no
there's no-
excuses. You
no,
can
there's
say
no
he has a bad
excuse.
defense.
There's no
Why is he not
excuses.
scoring?
But
Why is
okay,
he not
okay, so
scoring? And it's
this is
not
gonna be a
just
weird
Messi, by the
analogy.
way.
There's a
It's
reason
just
gonna be a weird
Aguero, he
analogy.
has to drop so deep.
I just
What about
brought up
What about
LeBron James.
Aguero?
This is a weird analogy because always they bring up LeBron James versus Michael Jordan. They always say LeBron James has this and this and this, but they always said Michael Jordan had the will to win. We're almost watching Michael Jordan and LeBron James go head to head with Messi and Ronaldo, where Messi has all the features. Yeah, Ronaldo has them too, but Ronaldo almost has a little bit more of that will to win than Messi. I think that's what really separates them.
Dude,
Go
because
watch the
dude,
mental in
no,
the 2016
it might
NBA
be.
Finals.
I agree.
You might
Dude, the
disagree
biggest
with
thing
that.
that
What about the other six NBA
Hassi,
finals?
that's the mental.
Jordan.
I agree with that.
The biggest thing that separates Messi from Ronaldo is not the will to win. It's just I want the pressure. There's a penalty. I'm
That's
taking
will
that.
to win. That's will to win.
I'm taking that penalty.
I think we agree without you knowing.
No,
Yeah.
but like, look, Messi has will to
It's
win.
not. It's
guys.
not
We
will
should
to
never-
win.
we
It's
should
just
never
I'm
dis-
big.
he
I'm
scored
bigger
50
than this
goals,
moment.
guys. He
I
scored
want
50 goals.
I want this moment.
It's
I'm
just
big enough to
Ronaldo
handle
has
this
more
moment.
of it. That's all it
Ronaldo has
is.
an S on his chest. That's
He's
it.
got more
Like,
of
when
it.
things turn dark, Ronaldo's like, give me the negative, give me the positive, all eyes on me. And that's how
He
plays.
loves the pressure. Ronaldo thrives under pressure.
that's
I
it.
would suggest. Look,
That's
man.
it.
Look at me being fucking cocky as shit, suggesting a Messi over here. But I feel like Messi needs to read like a sports psychology book. Like he needs to get more into his sports psychology bag and work with the sports psychologist to strengthen or even go over maybe some of the traumatic moments he's had in his life,
Yeah.
like missing the PK in the Copa America final, and then leaving the national team. Like he's going through shit. Argentine FA's fucked up. Like he doesn't have the most balanced team, but those moments, those pressurized moments, man.
Liverpool
That's
That's a mental thing. It's
For me,
psychological.
to fix that mental, he should have left Barcelona. Because the education, the
challenge.
mental education you get of going from Manchester,
He's too comfortable
to Madrid.
almost. Yeah.
Like you have to keep your levels, dog. And now he's going to Juventus, and we all know he's going to win them at Champions League. They won 3 domestic trophies this year. Everyone's like, let's give it to Virgil van Dijk. The Ballon d'Or. It's like this dude came in and won all 3. We're like, no, you're there to win the Champions League.
You know what's crazy about Ronaldo?
Look,
He did score
like-
in like pretty much every like
dog. He fucked every
Look,
knockout
I've been-
stage for Juventus, but I don't know if he's gonna catch him a Champions League.
I've been criticizing. I've been criticizing
Yeah.
CR7 a little bit in the past, just because of the way he celebrates sometimes. And even if they're up 5-0, he'll go over to the sideline, turn around, ooh. But the thing is,
It's a
when
supernova.
you're a supernova and you invite all that energy to come in,
supernova.
you're gonna have a bigger celebration than everyone else. And you know what? I'm actually becoming more alright with the way he celebrates because of what he invites in.
Dude, he
always
takes
been
it
alright.
all.
right.
He takes it all. Like,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, you're
I've
right with
actually
the
been a
U.S.
little-
women's national team celebrating, like even
That's
though they were killing them.
That's the difference. They're up 13-0. Now, CR7 celebrating after 13-0, we have a problem. Now, if US win 5-0 and they're celebrating
you
at
can
5,
celebrate 5
that's
goals.
fine.
Fuck that.
But
Celebrate
13,
5
too
goals.
much. But when CR7, there's times where I'm like, oh, he should have like said good pass or been more of a teammate or this or that. No, dude. This
Dude.
guy, because if they lose, who's the number one?
Both of them
person that has
exhibit
it?
horrible
Every single,
body
not 99%.
Nah, I don't want to hear
but
this
100%
shit. There's
fingers
a lot of
pointed at him.
CR7
It's him.
jocking, and it's dude.
But-
it's worth it. He deserves it. But when CR7 is
It's
losing,
lopsided
he
now,
exhibits
this debate.
horrible
It's
body
lopsided.
language. CR7 fucking pouts. He throws his hands up. He throws tantrums. He'll point at the
hey,
ref.
but-
So,
but-
I'm just saying, there's both sides
to
to
be
this
fair,
shit.
he
you
doesn't
know?
do that as much for Portugal because he realized he's the leader. Remember when he was injured? That's where the mentality changed from in 2016 when he was injured and he was coaching. from the
Okay,
sideline.
he does
for
it,
Real
but he doesn't
Madrid,
do it as much.
No,
He
no,
does
he
it, but he does.
yeah, yeah.
Because
No,
I
he
remember
does
with
it.
the
Tom,
ref chick here
hey,
who wasn't
Tom.
calling shit for him.
And maybe
moaning
he
and
left
shit.
Real
I
Madrid
will-
because he saw. Maybe he left Real Madrid for Juventus because he saw. We're about to take a huge dip, and I give him a little bit. Even though people are like, oh, he's a world conqueror, he's going to another league. No, I think he saw it a little bit. I think he saw the decline of Real Madrid.
Messi saw
Hey,
it,
but-
chose to
but
stay.
That's the thing with Messi. He's like, go do something. If he went to Man City, they would have won Champions League. I think.
Maybe.
think, bro?
Playing the
It
if
would've
game.
been
But Tom,
Stone.
No, it depends on how many people they'd have to sell.
Tom, to your point about Ronaldo throwing a tantrum, yeah, but if you give him the ball in the box for a header, he's gonna fucking win it. He's still gonna score.
He's not
doesn't-
gonna be walking
he doesn't-
90th minute.
I'm talking Liverpool versus Barcelona. You're down a goal, still in it, and Messi. For the last 15 minutes I watched,
Didn't
he
look
did.
like
He didn't leave the
10-yard
18.
radius.
He didn't even come for the ball. Dude, come deep, win that ball, create something.
Yeah,
Like
Spurs,
Ronaldo wouldn't
He
be
needs
doing
Iniesta
that.
and
You know what I
Xavi
mean?
in there.
Just-
Well, that's
That's
what
the
Ronaldo can
difference.
head the ball too. But look, there's
But-
no
but-
excuse for that. You're right.
just
You're right
like-
on that. There's no
Go ahead,
excuse
go
for
ahead,
that.
Snacks.
Just to clarify, like when me and I think it's Tiki and Al, we say like I think Huss is on board too. I don't know. When we say when Ronaldo's the best, I genuinely think Messi is the most talented player to ever grace a football game.
With a left foot.
But when it comes to
Physical ability.
physical,
All of it, like conquering the game.
you know what I mean?
Headers,
Going
left
country to
foot,
country.
What do I
right
say?
foot.
What do I say about Ronaldo? He's like Alexander the Great. Like he
Yes.
literally goes everywhere and he just wins.
But again,
And he doesn't win regular. He's the top scorer. He's Ballon d'Or banter.
Exactly.
Like he's just
Messi stays
all-
right where he's at and he wins.
Yeah, but not enough.
That's-
though.
that's-
Not
That's
enough.
the problem. That's about. And I think when
we'll look
Igor
at the
was saying-
trophy
I remember there was a
No,
time
Messi's
when it's
beating
all
by
said
2
and done.
trophies.
But again, this
Three-
transfer
So
to
he
Juventus
wins.
is a double-edged sword.
Well, the-
Because I do
So that's
believe
not-
that.
that's his
I know.
mouth.
I
That
do
one
believe
club.
that CR7 looked around to Real Madrid, noticed that there was a new manager coming in, and was like, "I'm out. Zidane's out.
What?
I'm out.
Okay,
I'm
but
going to
he won 3
Juventus.
Champions
Even
in a
though
row.
that I'm a world conqueror, I'm going to the best team that's won the." Italy for the last 8 years in a row, and that's
Italy.
why Zlatan. That's why Zlatan went after him too, saying, "Oh, he's a world." He went to
He still
went to
produced.
Juventus. Relax.
Yeah, but why is Zlatan acting all cocky? Like
Zlatan
went to
did the same
team
shit.
too. At
But-
the time when he was at Inter, Barcelona, those teams were world
But if
beaters.
CR7 went to, let's
but
say,
why,
AC
dog?
Milan.
But why?
But then again,
Why?
I actually am kind of on his side to a point again.
On
It's a
whose
double-edged
side?
sword.
Whose side?
CR7's point that if he won Juventus the Champions League, that's the moment.
Dude, he's
that's the
got
moment you can
one
say.
chance.
Dude, he won 3 in a row with Real Madrid, aka the club that's
No, but I'm
disloyal
saying
to
if you won
There's
the league
more
with
pressure.
Juventus, it's old news.
Nah, for me-
they win every year.
Yeah,
for the
obviously-
last 10 years or 8 years, whatever it is. But if he wins Champions League,
For me,
that's
he's
the
already-
moment
Dude,
that
Dude, he's
you're
only
like,
had one
oh,
season.
wow.
Give him
Man.
more than one season to win the
I'm not,
Champions
no, I'm not,
already-
I haven't count him out.
For me, he's a made
you're acting
man,
like
dog.
it.
Like
Yeah,
the Champions League at Juventus is the cherry on top. For me, he's a made man. He went to Real Madrid, ate this shit, dude. He got booed half the time.
Without CR7,
Still-
Juventus is still winning the league, I think.
yes, 100%.
Yeah, no doubt. Because this was the 8th
So
time.
without you, CR7, Or with
Let's say
CR7,
this,
they've done the same amount.
Let's say with CR7
It's
not
just that-
winning the Champos, what's your opinion?
What
he
I'm saying
retires, he
is,
didn't win it.
Champos, you saw the difference CR7 made
By scoring
with
hat-tricks
Juventus
and shit.
because he was doing hand tricks. He was getting the.
That's my point.
Juve's not strong enough in the Champions League, man. They need a more balanced team. They're kind of at a crossroads between youth and old age. They need a bit of a
what's
revamp.
the
They've been
key
on top
coming
for 8 years.
They're
man. It's time-
midfield, man. They
You
need
have to
strong in
recycle.
midfield.
Yeah.
You still got Sammy
Keanu
Khedira
Reeves.
That's
there.
why I
you know
like
what
when
I
he
mean?
left. I like when he left because he was just like, all right, like this
That's what
project's pretty much finished. I've done my
Or
job.
maybe it's because he's like, oh, CR7 has too much pull.
But
I don't know about
Oh,
hey,
San Rumours over here.
but
San Rumours over here.
sticking with the
Throw it out there.
sticking with the Europa Nations League, the final
UEFA Nations League.
UEFA Nations
Yeah,
League.
you're so beat up,
Whatever,
bro.
dude.
You're so traumatized. You're used to that
No,
Europa
man,
life.
the Dutch team we saw, man, like the Dutch are back finally. They missed the last World Cup, which was horrible.
It was Van de
I think.
Beek.
And
missed
even
2014,
since
Brazil. They missed
20,
two.
they missed no.
Netherlands
They
look
missed-
awesome,
they missed
dude.
Brazil.
They look awesome.
they missed-
Yeah, but they were in 2014.
They were
The way
2014.
the way the Netherlands
They got
pass,
third.
Messi with the diving header.
Yeah.
the way Netherlands
My
pass,
bad.
hot
hold,
pressure.
hold on, Husky,
Euros
hold on.
and World Cup. My bad.
But this team, man, they're coming back around. Lots of use. De Ligt. And,
Lick, my
man,
balls.
Silson is a top goalie in net. He's not world class, but he's just below.
Right on the
Stead.
bench. Come
He's
on now.
fucking,
You know,
Hugo Lloris.
BS.
He's
No,
perfect example.
no.
Zillison?
Listen,
You're
hold
not
on.
Hugo
He's
Lloris
legit,
level.
dude.
Listen,
He's
you-
legit.
You
He's
got,
good,
you
but he's
got
not
the,
Hugo
you
Lloris
got the
level.
Ligt.
Shouldn't be.
Can you
yes,
wait?
Lloris, yes, he's definitely at that level.
Can you
Wait a
not
minute,
stop for
that's
like 3 seconds? You got the Ligt. You got Van Dijk. You got
Jong.
Wijnaldum. You got De Jong. I mean, you got wingers. Memphis Depay.
You know who I thought they were
Even
missing?
Blind,
But
experience.
still,
I'm helping you out. You're welcome.
thank you.
Davey Blind, what did I say about this guy? What did I say about him?
There's no Van Nistelrooy. There was no Roy Mackay. There was no even
There's no
Klaas-Jan
stars.
Huntelaar.
Yeah.
There's no number 9 to lead. Dude,
Memphis.
Memphis was nowhere in that final. Like because he got no support.
He's a
Memphis
winger,
was
not
over
a striker.
the final.
in
Dude,
my
Dude,
he
mind.
couldn't like he was getting no.
You know who
balls
I
to
think
feed.
they were missing, man? They had De Roon in there and Van de Beek from Ajax.
Yeah.
I think that was a missing key because they had Wijnaldum in there as well.
What's his name came on and
he won in there.
was a problem. The big Daroon or what did you just say?
De Roon was a
Van de Beek-
midfielder who was
Yeah,
starting.
Van de Beek didn't start this.
Okay,
When Daroon
but
came
but
in,
you
he's a
need to
big
remember that we because I like Netherlands. That's like that's the nation other than the U.S. I really like Netherlands.
Race.
Always have.
Nobody
I love the
cares.
way they play, the way they're more of an attacking team, the way they pass out of
they're
pressure.
race.
Time
All
out. You
that.
like them because they're
But
FIFA. They're fast. All right, that's the only reason
it.
why you like the Dutch.
Like Ilya.
Admit
Chris
it.
Ilya.
Admit it.
At first, yes.
Yeah, there it is.
But then I started showing appreciation.
Quincy,
But the thing
Quincy
is,
Promes was the fastest FIFA player like 2 years
Promes,
ago, right?
Promes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Quincy, young
Oh yeah.
Quincy.
Yeah.
Promise?
Yeah.
He was 99.
He was. Yeah. No. He was at I think 94.
so
but
fast.
that's before anyone was above
Yeah,
92.
no one knew him, yeah.
But now there's a lot of people above like 94.
Bullshit.
But the thing is, you have Babel starting.
Ryan Babel's not bad.
No, what I'm saying is this
What you're
Netherlands
doing is
team.
babbling.
This Netherlands teams got to the finals here, and they have a lot of places where they can improve.
No
so
shit.
I think that this Netherlands team.
Napoli.
Oh, watch out in the World Cup
they're gonna
because
improve
in
their-
a couple of years
They're coming back.
they have a few positions. Even Blin, you put PVA in there, an Autohold, and you have what? Come on now, he'll get up the field, show that in
Can't touch Daily Blend, bro.
in 2 years.
Dude, I can't
Davey
believe you rate
Blin will be
Daily Blin.
44.
No, let's get into
Not-
this.
not
Time out.
really
Hold on.
44.
TV.
If you
Where
were you then?
I don't remember snacks.
I was on the show. I was on the show.
People jocking Daily Blind. Listen,
You gotta get
I
in here
love
if you're
Daily
gonna get in
Blind.
here,
Right?
Snacks.
He's a great. Even Jose himself. Yeah, you're not going to play pal. Still still trained. Still performed. Great professional. Very intelligent guy. Outside a Dutch system like Ajax or the Netherlands national team, he's useless almost, dude. He doesn't have the strength unless you're playing the same fucking
Dude, he's
for-
a long lost member of the Quicksand family. Like,
Dude,
you
he's
cannot
slow as
leave him
shit.
out there on an
He's
island.
a
Dude,
distant
hey,
cousin.
Hey, but
Twice removed.
in a Dutch system, man, he works. In a Dutch system, this guy works because it's the whole. Everybody plays the same. Everyone
Total
covers
football.
for each
Look,
other.
I think he works.
It works.
I think he works because he's a body, bro. Like I don't think they miss Daily
He has
Blind when he's
intelligence.
not in the starting
Intelligence,
lineup.
bro.
He has
I think
intelligence.
he does.
He has
I think
experience.
the experience, but it's
But like they
it's-
don't miss it. I don't think he's
not
that
as much.
fast.
He's not an X Factor.
Disrespect
No.
is unreal for
Van de-
Daily Blend.
Yeah, tell
Let
me,
me
bro.
just say-
Let me hear this, man.
Okay.
I'm curious. I'm
Let's
genuinely
talk about
curious.
Daily Blend a little bit.
He gets
Blind?
bodied. He gets outrun. You know.
Daily Blind.
Listen, Daily
All right,
Blend.
I've heard enough. Okay, so
Daily Blend is not a center back. and that's where he
He's
played.
not playing center back. He's
not
playing
left
left back.
back. No,
He's
he's
left
playing
back.
left back.
D-man.
He played center back all for Ajax this season.
What are you showing him,
I'm
Tom?
showing him the lineup, you know. Daily Blind, he got a 7.2 on who scored, so
He didn't do bad.
Daily Blend is
I liked him.
one of the smartest players I've ever seen play the game.
He's been watching for 2 years,
I think
everybody.
he's the sixth. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The season we
You just
signed
told
him
us.
was the 14-15 season. He played the 6 the entire season. The best number 6 in the league that year. Don't care.
hey, where were you when he got sold back to Ajax?
It wasn't
He
on
was
the show.
quiet.
that week.
Wait, guys,
On the show that week.
guys, the best number 6 when Conte won the league.
14-15? No, they won it in 15.
Was that Chelsea when Matic was holding
Yeah,
down the league?
Matic, bro. Fuck Matic.
Matic was in his
Matic
prime.
can't hold a
All right,
candle to
you
this.
guys-
let's be
guys
fair.
cannot hold a candle.
Daley
He's
Blind was
good.
never the best number 6 in England ever. But the thing is, though, could he
his
be the
delivery
most
is impeccable.
intelligent?
You want to know what makes
one
him
at a
good?
time?
You know what makes him unreal is the fact that he played center back out of position. The next season, when Leicester won the league, it made Chris Smalling a PFA Player of the Year.
All right,
That's how you know Daily Blind's good.
Manchester United.
That's how you
players.
fucking
Smalling just
know,
know.
dude. He was the team of the season. He was in team of the season. Look it up.
Okay, you said player of the
I'll
year.
say,
No,
no,
PFA
team of the
team of the
year,
season.
team of the
team of the
year.
I'll
season.
say
That's
Daley
what you
Blind
meant,
is
alright.
top 3
Alright,
intelligent player
like
on
that.
Netherlands. Top 3.
I wouldn't even give him that high, man.
I would say top 3, yeah.
Top
Because,
three what?
look,
Top three what?
Top 3
Intelligent players
intelligence.
on
I
He's
think
number one. He is number one.
Hold on, of all time? Intelligent
one.
players?
No. On this team now.
Oh, I was like, do you know Jaap Stam? I was like,
No. On this team now, I think Blin is a great leader to have on the field.
He is.
Look, Virgil's a great leader too.
No
I'm saying
doubt.
Blin, you can see because Virgil relies so much on his athletic ability too, where Blin, he doesn't have that athletic ability, but
gotta
yet
read the
he's
game.
still able to
Gotta read
produce.
the game.
So I think Blin actually is very smart. But we're passing over the number one conversation or the number one debate in my head.
Virgil.
Virgil van Dijk, CR7.
Ballon
Did
d'Or.
Virgil just lose the Ballon d'Or to CR7 in this game?
I
Or
said-
does
I don't-
Virgil still have a chance because
good.
CR7 went out so early in the Champions League? What we have to discuss that.
Hey, you're asking a question. Let us answer.
I know.
I don't think if he wins this on top of Champions League and the season he had, I think he's in with a shout. He lost it, he's out. If he's top 3, it's ridiculous.
I think
Top three,
the rest
Virgil?
of the year.
You think it's ridiculous that Virgil's top 3 in the Ballon d'Or?
I mean, he's the best defender in the world. I
I think it's
but
ridiculous he's top 2.
I don't think it's ridiculous
I
at
don't
all.
think, dude. I think people did
Where's
more.
Messi?
I think people did
Virgil's
more than
better
him
than
this
Where's
year.
Messi?
Messi? Where was Messi in that final game at
Goals,
Anfield?
guys.
Goal-
Yeah,
yeah.
fucking goals.
Dude, he golden boot.
Not when they needed in Champions League.
yeah,
Because
and
guess
what-
what?
that's the
Virgil
thing.
shut him down.
Look, and Messi did win
Not
his
the first
league,
leg.
but like
Second leg they didn't. That's why they
Madrid
passed
was
through.
weaker
Not the
this
first
year.
leg, though.
Time out.
Both
Hey,
Reds were weaker
top
this
goal
year.
scorer in Champions League, Messi. Won the league title. Should have
on,
won the
guys.
domestic
Where's his
cup.
help?
Guys, we know what Ballon d'Or does. Like if it were up to us, we'd look at the stats and the breakdown. It's
we
all
look at
about
that
your
too,
team
influence.
winning.
Dude,
right? Ballon d'Or is
Messi's
the best
ahead of
player
Van Dijk.
on the best team. So if let's talk realistically about Ballon d'Or. Van
Yeah.
Dijk is a shout because they won the Champions League.
is a shout.
He's the best defender in the world.
Top 5.
Messi's a shout because he's Messi.
Hey, give him
and
fifth.
CR7's a shout because he won and because he's CR7. So I'm
They're
leaning
also
towards
millimeters away
Ronaldo, but
from
I
being
think
the
Van
best
Dijk
team
is
ever
right
in
there.
England.
I think Van Dijk's
Dude,
right
Van
there.
Dijk is top 5 Ballon d'Or. He make the short list. He's 4 or 5. He's not top 3.
Dude, we saw the numbers.
I think Mbappe is ahead of Van Dijk.
Al, I'll help you out here. I sent
What?
That, I sent.
Stop
I
that.
sent that picture that showed Vidic's numbers versus Van Dijk's numbers,
Yeah.
and Vidic blew him out the water. Vidic wasn't seen as top 2 in the world then, like
No.
as far as Ballon d'Or.
Nope.
So guys, let's
Defending
relax.
was
Like,
better
this is-
back then. Defending was
I
better
wouldn't say
back then
blew
in
him out.
general.
Look,
Yeah, but
you say
still,
blew him
better
out.
defender.
He also had
He wasn't top
Ferdinand
five.
next to him.
He wasn't top
Virgil
five.
He had Rio next to him.
Hey, let's have it in context. The team that Vidic played on, who was in front of him, and
Yeah,
who was
Rio-
and who was
yeah,
next to him,
comparing- no, I was
and who was
comparing
next to him,
individual stats. What
and who was next to him, and who was next to him.
More
I'm gonna
clearances.
finish.
Nah,
And who was next to him
bullshit.
because you're talking about
stats.
you're talking about Ferdinand and Vidic.
please.
We're talking about Virgil van Dijk and Basie the scrub down the street.
I'm talking about tackles. Vidic had more tackles. Better team.
Because
more
Virgil wasn't able to go up, he was sitting back.
Dude, if you look at it, that's why Matip, I think, was the busier of the defenders in the Champions League finals because they knew, like, we're not going to pick on Virgil. He's just going to get us stuck in. So it was up to a dude like Matip to step up and actually be more active.
That's what
Get the
Ferdinand
people
did for
going and more.
Vidic. He allowed Vidic to get up.
And I agree with that, but what I also do need to say is, look, man, we're judging like a Ballon d'Or by our standards. We're not looking at it by Ballon d'Or standards. That's what we need to start doing. That's
the problem.
What has been the trend of Ballon d'Or winners? The best player on the best team.
No, or you win a World Cup like Cannavaro in 06.
Or you just go historical, right? And you get
Croatia,
50 assists, 50 goals.
Croatia second, Modric won it.
Did
they
Messi
won the
have a year
Champions
like
League
that?
too.
No.
I'm just going to have to say, listen, by Ballon d'Or standards, the way I'm looking at it, because Messi and Ronaldo did not win the Champions League, it's going to go to Van Dijk. That's why.
I think
Dude,
it's
If Messi wins the Copa America, they will hand it to Messi. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I think it's going to go to Van Dijk because he won the Champions League. Because if you look at Ronaldo's stats, while impressive scoring 30-something goals, by Ronaldo's standards, that's not impressive. Messi had 50 goals and like 30 assists in all competitions. He won the league that he wins pretty much every year.
Without CR7 in it. Without CR7 in it.
And he lost to Valencia in the Copa del Rey final.
And the way they went out in Champions League again.
Yeah, I'm done
disappointed.
with it. I'm done with it.
Yeah, no.
If you go to...
I'm done with this.
If you
Because
go
every year it's just basically the favorite player. Like, who's the popular player?
is.
Like you said, when
It
Modric
is.
won, it's garbage.
And that's why I'm saying Van Dijk's
You guys
going to
can
win.
talk.
I don't agree
let's
with
look,
this.
let's
I don't think Virgil's the favorite player.
garbage.
I think Virgil is
Right now-
definitely...
Right now, he's the hot guy. Right now, he's the hot guy.
Let's
the hot
transition,
guy. He
guys.
was on his dick.
And we can keep talking.
Wait,
Let's
hold on.
transition
Dribble by him.
Copa America, Colombia upsetting Argentina 2-0. Argentina
much of an
suffering their first defeat.
Speaking of Messi, where was he? Where was Messi?
Snacks
Speaking of him, where was he?
Not much of an upset,
Snacks
bro.
is talking about hot guys. I mean, we might have that conversation if you want. Yeah.
What were you saying about hot guys?
Yeah, where was Messi?
Not much of an upset, bro. Argentina as a team, we literally just talked about it like 5-10 minutes ago. Unbalanced, mismanaged, all revolved around one guy. You could say you have Aguero, and you got Dybala, and you got Tagliafico at left back, or whatever the fuck
Dybala
you want.
doesn't play.
You know what? I had a feeling in my stomach that Colombia was going to come out because when you look
Who
at
is the guy that scored
I
the first
promise
goal?
I promise you, I had this feeling because when you look at this lineup,
Linehouse.
even with Argentina,
From where?
you had Aguero,
Colombia.
and you had
What team?
Di Maria, you had Messi, but
Di Maria's shit.
everyone else,
Fuck Di Maria.
you didn't have that top class people. Like, yeah, you had Otamendi, but like, I had this feeling,
Dude,
like I was like,
I
this is
love-
Colombia's time because when you look at even the back line of Colombia,
Look at that
they
triangle.
had a chance.
Look at the triangle of Colombia.
And-
Yerry
and
Mina,
I'll tell you this right
Davison
now.
Sanchez,
I'll tell you
David
this right
Ospina.
now. Ospina is an idiot, man. Okay,
Whoa.
so here's the thing. Here's the thing. We joke around about him always going down. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh, has he gone down yet? Yeah, he went down the 8th minute because he tried to do a fucking scissor kick to clear the ball.
Man.
He's such an idiot.
fucking game.
Why is
Man.
scissor kick, dude? Why? Like,
Hey, you
it's
gotta
just
give him props. Though. He
every
didn't get hurt second half. He didn't get hurt.
every
He played
game
through.
he goes down.
Dude,
He keeps the trainers like their job secure for life. Like
Yeah, you
he's
want
like,
that.
Hey, Huss.
if Spina's on that team, I want to be the trainer because I know I'll have a job.
Hussey, you asked the question. You said who scored that first goal? Roger Martinez. You did.
I asked that question.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, I didn't ask any
Snacks
questions.
asked that question.
I
man.
only say statements.
Absolute ping off a
Cut-in.
James Rodriguez switchfield ball. Pings it 60
Reunited
yards
James.
on the chest, cut inside. Dude, no chance for Ospina, man, in that beautiful goal.
Spina in net, you didn't have Romero in net.
Amani.
Romero.
in that.
What am I saying?
Just
Yeah,
more
where is
reason for
Romero? What's
Juventus
happening
to
to
put that
Romero?
money in for
We were
James.
talking about what's his name a second ago. I got confused.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the second goal.
Doesn't play at United.
Let's talk about the second goal, and we look at
Do the Selly too.
yeah, we look at the Selly too. But I remember a couple months ago, Tom was like, "Give me a short list of players better than Lukaku." I said Duvan Zapata. What the fuck's laughing now, bro? Duvan Zapata's a legend for that celebration. What a guy,
One game?
bro. He had like 20-something goals.
All right, bro. Let him prove it over some time. How many years has he put in
Hey,
work?
Tom, I think Lukaku's top goal scorer for Belgium. He's about to leave United to go to Inter,
To
but he's
Inter.
he's scored in every other game that he played for United, so that's not
It's
bad.
a dream move for him
He's
to go
got
to
no
Inter.
PKs, and he
To
got
go
no
to
No
Inter.
penalties.
To go to
Give him PKs, he's
Inter.
best in 20.
I don't even need to defend it. Like, these guys got me. They know, bro. You just want to take your
You
shots.
can say,
Take your
you can
shots.
say
but it's
Lukaku
not
didn't work
accurate.
out at United. If that was his stance, I'd be like, all right, that's a debate.
Not only
But
can I
if you
say that, I can
he's
preach
shit-
it to the choir.
No. You take it next level. You go over the cliff and you say shit.
You go into
Yeah,
He's just
Duval.
not. He's
Yeah.
ugly, but he's not.
Stat pattern.
Dude, on fucking
pattern.
stat pattern.
What was he in the World Cup against Brazil?
Where was everyone else?
Are you kidding me?
Where's the
Dude,
point?
he
Dude,
destroyed. He destroyed
It's all
Brazil.
Lukaku's fault.
Yeah.
He destroyed Brazil.
He's the only
Are
one
you kidding
deserves
me?
blame.
He destroyed Brazil playing on that
Fuck outta
right
here,
wing,
bro.
dog. And
Are you
that's when
kidding
you're like,
me?
He should play right
Listen, I
wing.
can't wait till he goes to Inter so we never have to talk about him again.
He's
bro.
gonna be.
I'll talk about him every week, bro.
He's gonna be golden
I'm an
boot
Inter fan.
at
I don't know if
Inter.
you realize.
He's fucking let Lukaku score 40 goals next year and
I
not bring
can't
it up
wait.
every week,
I
dog.
can't wait.
I'm putting that
He's coming
jersey
up
on, bro.
every
Playing in a
week.
Farmers
Snacks.
League.
Lukaku
playing in
scored
a
another
Farmers
hat-trick.
League.
Hey, I thought CR7 was in.
Keep
Oh,
your eyes.
Farmers
Keep
League.
your
What happened?
eyes on this
Farmers League,
Martinez guy, by the way. Keep your eyes on Martinez because he was at Villarreal for like half a year. He had 2 starts. He got a goal.
Sevilla.
But then he went to China. He had 17 starts, 7 goals, 2 assists. Then he went 11 starts, 10 goals, 4 assists. And then he went to Racing Club. Sorry. This is backtracking. But the thing is, this
that's
guy.
what you do.
My fault. I'm backtracking.
That
My
moonwalk.
fault. My
Hey.
fault. But the point is, this guy has a history of scoring goals. Yeah, he's not getting the most time.
Dude, the defense
But
was
the
shit,
thing
though. The
is,
second
off
goal-
the bench right now for Colombia, this is the guy that could make a statement for himself
It's a
to go to a legitimate.
Look, it's a
Villarreal's
switch.
nice, but like really make a statement saying, "I'm here." Oh, he's actually in Colombia.
Dude, no, he should stay. Is he at Villarreal right now? Because he should stay. West Ham just signed the dude. Forward.
Paulo Fornals.
Yeah, so a spot just opened up. If he's at Villarreal right now, he should stay.
Look, man, I like the Colombian team. Shout out to Jefferson Lerma, another EPL player. I think he's a Bournemouth guy.
Yeah,
But look,
he's nice,
man,
bro.
on the second goal, Argentina's back line is weak as shit, bro. Like, it's like a switch, one ball over the top, they get caught on the counter, comes in from across, and it's a tap in.
Where was your
like,
boy Messi, bro?
Like, what do you want? Hey, Huss, by the way, Argentina, they played a 4-4-2 this game with Aguero and Messi up top. So they've tried everything, guy.
Yeah.
They've literally tried everything, man.
Guy,
They-
bro. He just disrespected your whole
they
life by
move
calling
it.
you guy.
They have Paredes in there. Like, look at the midfield, man. Rodriguez is young. Lo Celso playing right midfield. Like, these are the guys they're leaning on, man. So, you look
but,
at this
to be
team,
fair-
man.
To be fair, like Ronaldo was leaning on Sanchez a few years
Wait, who
ago.
scored in the final? What's his
When-
name? Fucking
Eder.
Eder.
Eder was leaning on Eder. So
Eder.
like both
Eder.
these guys
Yeah,
are leaning
but
on people.
once again, the back line was more balanced. You had Pepe, right? It was X-Men.
that
Pepe and Jose
And a
Fonts.
Southampton
And
defender.
Jose
Okay,
Fonts,
come on,
too.
bro. It's levels.
Look,
It's
there's
people,
level-
man.
That's like Celta Vigo. Give me a
Come on,
break,
dog.
man.
They both struggled.
Dog.
Like Messi, the difference is Messi, when it comes to shady moments like this, like when Argentina's in the spotlight, you're down 1-0.
He doesn't step
shrinks,
up.
dog. He doesn't yell at his
He
teammates.
chokes. He
doesn't
chokes.
fucking
There's no
call them
defending
out.
that. And
He
I'm
just-
not
and it's-
defending that.
And it's not
but it
personally
is.
his fault.
He does have a shitty team too, like
No, he's had
a shitty
shitty
back
team
line, I
forever.
should say. A
Look,
shitty back line.
I'm still caught up in the Martinez guy.
Who's
he's
their
actually,
goalie?
he's actually
Fuck
in
this
CF
guy, bro.
America.
Okay, we get it. He
He's
scored a
still
nice
at
goal.
CF America, but like he scores goals halfway through. So I don't. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll go on. But I'm hung up on this guy. I like this guy, and
There's nothing
You
we
want him at
hung up
Liverpool?
on,
Do you
dude.
want him at Liverpool?
no, I don't want Liverpool yet. But
Nothing to be hung up
he's
on.
24
So-
years old. I'm actually gonna keep my eyes on this guy. See what he does.
So,
because-
guys, the Copa America this year is a little bit different in that every year they invite 2 nations to come participate. There's only 10 nations in the CONMEBOL. I can never fucking say it.
Yeah, they don't want
There's
everyone to qualify for it.
But they usually invite people from the Caribbean. The U.S. is always there. Mexico makes sense. This is the first time they've gone outside of the Americas. So we have Qatar and Japan, who were the finalists both in the Asia Cup.
So what he's saying is easy wins.
I'm saying words here, and
challenge,
you're
bro.
talking over me.
Challenge.
But Qatar,
Why not Germany? Why not Belgium?
Oh my God, Hussy. Qatar won the World Cup, the Asia Cup. So
They're hosting the World Cup.
I mean, it's in Brazil, by the way, the Copa this year. Brazil opened 3-0 over Bolivia. Needed a penalty after halftime. Anyway, yeah, dude. I mean, today Paraguay versus Qatar. Paraguay's up 2-0.
Sleeping on
I was
Qatar,
watching
bro.
this game and they
Talking
came
mad
back
shit.
tied at 2-2. It was actually a great game, man.
Still
It was,
sleeping.
dude.
It was actually a really good game.
Come on, my Muslim brothers.
Do we not see
But
this,
hey,
though?
but
You're saying challenge,
but Japan's got this kid, the Messi of Japan.
Oh, that Real
coming
Madrid
through.
just
Yeah, I
signed.
saw that.
So
Cuba or
Madrid
something,
just
Cuba.
signed this guy. I mean, they get the Olympics in a year's time, so Japan's just playing all the kids. It's just a big trial for everybody.
Yeah, because
You know,
they're
but-
done with the Suzuki Hondas of the
Yeah.
world. You know what I mean? So like,
Why, he's only 47?
Bringing up,
But they just had they just had
bringing
the
up
Asia
that
Cup
new generation. It's like the U.S. men's national team. They're gonna play all these kids
They
because
have
like
to.
we're done with that class of like.
The Civics and the Preludes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Alright.
it, bro. We're bringing out the Ford
Civics.
Tauruses, the Chryslers. You know what I mean?
All that. Yo, look.
Back in high school, we had a kid named Michelin and another
No.
was Michelob.
What school did you go to, bro?
Rockland.
Look at this
They're naming
face.
their kids.
He's so
I'm just
happy.
proud of that. What up,
Oh, man.
Shout out to Michelin.
I love those kids, man.
Michelin. Yeah,
They
so
were good
their
guys. They
nickname
were
was
good
Drink and
guys.
Drive.
They were so bad. They were so bad. They never played. They're so bad, but it's funny names.
Just want to do a quick preview of the Gold Cup here. Just the U.S. group.
Dude, the US getting blown out of the water, by the
Group
way.
D.
say that.
They got Panama, Trinidad, and Tobago.
Oh, the
They
kryptonite.
That's who
The
kept the
kryptonite with
USA out of the
Trinidad.
qualifying. And their first game will be against Guyana.
Dude, I think U.S. has been fucking up in
Dude,
friendlies, too.
friendly, we've lost the last 2 friendlies on the trot.
Yeah, dude.
Against
US is
Jamaica,
tough,
we
man.
lost.
Yeah,
3-0.
that's
We
what-
lost to
Jamaica's got
fucking
Leon-
Jamaica.
Jamaica's
That
got
was
Leon
it.
Bailey, bro.
I don't care, man.
Their best
we got
player-
350 million people in this country.
Thank you, Al.
best player-
350, so
Where's
half
your
of that is
fucking
men.
standards?
Their best player's not even on that
Christ.
team. Raheem Sterling.
Yeah,
That's
Wes
true.
not even
Morgan
on
too.
that
Two of those teams.
He's
Fucking
not even
Wes
on that
Morgan in the
team.
back line.
Wes Morgan, man. Captain
Doing
Morgan.
work.
Captain Morgan.
So, look, man, this is going to be an interesting Gold Cup.
Is it?
Hopefully we get to
Is
see
it
that.
It's
gonna
gonna
be
suck,
interesting?
man.
Yeah, look, we're going to keep
Is
track.
it?
That's the thing. Like, and this dude,
Is it?
he's under
Am I
pressure,
gonna
man.
keep track?
Dude, there should be a U.S. fucking layup trophy
Thank
every
you.
fucking
That's all
time.
They should call this the U.S. Cup.
They
Like,
should.
that's how they should run it. The U.S. Gold
No,
Cup.
yes, thank you. I was
Greg
gonna say that.
Berhalter. He's under pressure, man.
He's
Look,
the stand. What's it called? The caretaker, right?
Dude,
no,
he's
there was
official.
he's
They made him
official.
official.
He's got
There
a
was
free
a caretaker.
pass, man.
There was a
He's got-
caretaker before then. He's the guy that they brought in to replace Klinsmann.
Bruce
And-
Arena.
And I don't. He's at the Revs. Hey.
No, Bruce Arena came in after Jurgen.
Yeah.
And now we got this fucking.
No,
Because-
there was another dude.
Yeah,
It wasn't
some
Arena.
jamoke.
Because
I
the
met him. I
goalkeeper they
went
brought
to
in
him.
wasn't
It
very
was
No
a
one
good.
even remembers his name. 'Cause he was there. It was Brad Friedel, wasn't he? No,
Yeah,
No,
Brad
it wasn't
Friedel.
Fredo. It wasn't
Yeah,
Fredo.
yeah. Who hires the
That was
goalkeeper
Revs,
as a
yeah,
coach?
Dude, this guy Berhalter.
Berhalter.
He's got a free pass, man. Like this is
No.
your first year
It's
in
not
charge.
a free
No
pass.
free
dude.
pass.
It's not a free pass
Because
at
the
all.
U.S. can't miss 2 World Cups. Otherwise,
all.
the whole program is going to
Let
under
him,
pressure.
let the women dominate. It's rightly so,
Look,
man.
the World Cup isn't the same without the U.S. in it. Like, the World Cup in the U.S. isn't the same without the U.S. in it.
think
Like,
it's
the
better.
vibe, there's
Yeah,
no
definitely,
vibe.
I think it's
definitely.
better.
How's it better, bro? There were no
Shut up,
vibes
Snacks.
in 18, bro. There
Yeah,
were
first
no
comment in
vibes.
10 minutes
When
and
you,
it's-
when you
Yeah,
walk
you're
past, in
rusty,
14,
rusty,
you walk
Snacks,
past a
you're
bar.
rusty.
Bars were packed on like a Wednesday at 3 o'clock in the
Literally
afternoon,
over it.
dog.
I'm literally over it, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
You live here, though.
I'm not a-
You live here.
I live here,
You're
bro.
over here celebrating
Mexico.
Qatar, bro.
Jordanian and heartbroken.
Mexico.
You're American.
I like to watch
Mexico
football.
over Cuba, 7-0.
Oh, yo, Mexico is a fucking club that
I love
I mean,
Mexico.
a country that's
Big
doing
Jim
I hate
Baby.
Mexico because I have to be.
They had that
like,
little
that
dip
way,
when
but,
the
like,
U.S. was
Jimenez.
making
I love Mexico.
He's out there doing big things. That's not
Hey,
exactly
How's what did Big Jim do?
I think. Look, Mexico. They're gonna be for reals at the
Dude,
next
they've
World
been
Cup.
for reals, man.
No, they're gonna be even more
Chucky
for real.
Lozano in there.
They're
too,
gonna be
coming
even
up.
more for real at the next
the
World Cup.
difference. So that's
I
the
love the
difference.
way they played, man.
The difference with
They're like
Mexico, the
Brazil
way they
Junior.
play, talent or no talent, work rate. And the fans get on you. The media gets on you if you're not working on. You can lose games, and even that, you know, you get a lot of shit
Even
in
look
Mexico.
at their boxing style. It's like you coming forward. No back
Dude, you
up.
can
Never
knock me
back
out
down.
10 times. I'm going to get up 11.
It's
dog.
just like a
It's
cultural
beautiful.
way of
and
playing.
the U.S.
and
could
they
play
used
that.
to. The U.S. used to have
Yes.
that when we were less skilled.
Yes,
when the U.S.
Donovan
was
was in
less
there, yeah.
skilled. They
Less
didn't have,
money.
They didn't have
Work
guys like
rate first.
Pulisic coming up. It was all about team spirit,
Press.
just run.
That's it, man.
And
it was D1. It was college
and
D1.
it was just a tough battle. They've lost that little chip on their shoulder that they have, and they're
that's-
just not skilled enough.
But that's
just
my
not technical
exactly,
enough
that's
to compete.
my beef too, guys. Like that's why, like a bitch about United all year. Like the basics as a
That's what we
professional
do,
fucking
man.
player.
I love it.
Run, and if the coach's tactics say like Jose Mourinho style, don't fucking press, sit back. Can't blame the players, but. If the ball is 10 yards away from you and you're walking as the guy dribbles by you, that's
Dude,
fucking
the
bullshit.
U.S.
stays
need a
doing
Jurgen
that.
Klopp. They need just a charismatic guy.
Charismatic
I
guy
look at- I
who
look at-
gives him confidence. Like, yes, you
Clint,
can do
look at
this.
motherfucking Dempsey, man, taking guys on, holding the ball. It's 1 against 4. But dude, he didn't do
You
anything
mean as a
flashy. But
coach or player?
as a player,
Oh, okay, cool.
No more,
Dude,
no
he-
more,
he-
dude.
I mean,
No,
he's
no,
up there by-
not
I'm
anymore.
saying he's up there by
No, no,
himself,
not
holding
anymore.
off
Yeah,
3
sure.
guys, doing it all himself.
brave, yeah.
and
Just be
getting
brave.
shots off, getting rebounds. Landon Donovan
And
tucking
the
it
key,
away.
but the key was they had 2 of those guys, right?
Yeah.
So if Dempsey wasn't doing it, Donovan was trying to do it. So like that's the difference. Right now, Pulisic, yeah, you're out wide, but like, are you that dude yet? No.
He's by
Number
himself.
9 up top.
He's
what's
by
his
himself.
name? The
Timothy
fucking
Weah.
black dude. No,
Altidore?
Altidore, who's
Sucks.
like part of yeah. Dude, that's
Altidore?
like, you got to get
Altidore, Altidore.
Yeah,
That's the U.S. best center forward
He is,
right now.
he
There's
is,
there's some
he
guys
is.
coming up as well who I think are going to be good, like Timothy
Anybody
Weah.
over him?
There's a kid at
Timothy
Wolfsburg.
Weah
There's a
just,
kid at
by the way,
Wolfsburg.
left PSG
Is it Sargent?
to go get more playing time. I think at
Dude, the next generation of the United States, they'll be ready.
He's staying,
coming up.
He's staying in France.
By the time 2022,
I heard he
when
wants to
2022 rolls around, man,
No, he left PSG, but he's staying in France.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's
you
staying
got-
in Ligue 1.
you got Pulisic at Chelsea now. He's
Double
gonna
check
have a
that
big
for me,
year
Tom.
next year, man. By the time the World Cup rolls around 2022,
Went to Celtic.
I think these young guys
my
like
bad.
Timothy
Actually, you're
Weah,
right.
they're gonna be popping, man. It's gonna make the USA in 02.
come-
Landon
maybe,
Donovan,
man.
DeMarcus Beasley, like
It
there was a
depends.
young class coming through.
I like
It depends what the
Yep.
coach. It depends what the coach instills them with. Because, like, as I agree with you, as individuals and talent, sure they'll be higher, but like, is the coach going to play the system that best benefits them? AKA, like,
That's a
move
big
the ball
question.
quickly.
But
The slow build up, they don't have the sentiment to do that. Get it out wide.
Here's
to
what I like
Pulisic.
about
Get it out wide
what,
to your faster
what the
players.
young U.S. national team kids are doing is they're competing at that age group, at that bracket.
They are. The
winning
U20s.
tournaments,
The U20s are
things
doing
like
work.
that.
Yeah.
So it's not only that, but most of them are playing in Germany. And that's good.
Yes.
Because now there's a style of play in which they can translate onto the national team.
But-
I think a team like Argentina, a team like Brazil, they've been kind of dismantled because they play in different clubs in Europe. So there's no more Jenga of Brazil. They
So for
always
me-
try to bring like a Renato Augusto or someone like that who plays in the Brazilian
David
league because
Costa.
Neymar's in PSG.
But for me-
Not for
this
long.
guy's in Chelsea. This guy's in Man U. It's all
me,
all mixed up. So I think what you're saying, like the question still remains, but it's a good sign that they're mostly playing in Germany because they can kind of translate and bite that
Look,
style.
for me,
a
I don't-
little
The reason
bit.
Brazil's struggling for me is one simple thing: they don't have a leader in midfield. They don't have Dunga, and they don't have a leader in the defense. You know, like that's when
Thiago
Brazil.
Silva's not a leader in defense.
No,
Dani
like
Alves?
Thiago Silva.
Dani
was-
Alves is not a leader in defense.
Nah, man. When they got
David
smacked
Luiz.
7-1, they showed. Then you're
Dude,
just
that's
not.
ancient
You
history.
get
That's
smacked
ancient
sometimes. That doesn't mean you don't have a
Brazil-
leader.
Brazil doesn't, bro.
And I
Brazil
think
doesn't.
Get
Thiago's out
Allison in
that
net
game.
now. Allison's the
Thiago's
leader.
Yeah,
Allison's the leader.
psych, bro.
You know, Allison
you
win
watch
Champions
Brazil the other
League.
day?
I don't think he opened his mouth once.
How they
They were
play?
looking
What-
good, 3-0.
He looks at people in the eyes.
they play-
It was
Says
mediocre,
everything he
bro.
needs to
It
with his
wasn't
eyes.
It wasn't Brazil. That's it.
Because
They've
they don't
never
have
been
those
Brazil,
players.
Brazil for those.
You-
decades.
Look. If U.S. don't do work in this Gold Cup, I think we're in problem.
won't, bro.
We're in trouble.
They're not going to do work, and it's not going to be a problem, man. We're rebuilding. We have.
And you know-
We're rebuilding. I think
You know
we
what
need
else
to
it
do
is?
work right now. Come
No,
on
we
now.
gotta lower those
Look at the
expectations,
look
bro.
at
This is the
table
problem,
that we
too.
have.
be realistic, man.
Expectations are way up here for this
Nah,
team
but
that's
look,
been playing
look,
like shit for
the
like
team's
years.
expectations have to fucking stay high. When you're playing Panama and we're like, well, we're rebuilding. When we're playing
Bullshit.
Jamaica, we're rebuilding.
Panama's
We're
big. Like
When
we
the
have
fuck are they
Texas.
going to sort this out? The standards
Texas
have to
is
be
bigger
high.
than Panama.
They have to be
The
called
standards
out.
can be high, but the
Expectations,
expectations,
I'm
what
not-
you
They
expect
they
from
have
them,
to be fucking
like,
high, dog.
Hey,
Every
hey.
tournament the U.S. gets into, that's how you get to that elite level.
For them,
when you don't
hey.
expect fucking mediocrity. I understand from a logical standpoint.
Their
you
expectations
can
should be
say-
high, but my expectations
Exactly.
and Tom's
That's what I'm
expectations
saying. The
Yes,
fans,
yes, fans.
the fans.
All
That's
right.
what I'm
Hey,
pointing at us.
but as a
pointing
nation,
at
them.
FA.
as a
You're not
nation,
that
man, we
fan.
need to get out of the group stage.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
need to, but like I'm not expecting that.
Yes, yes.
You
As
don't
fans,
expect to
okay.
be out of group stage?
No,
Dude, I expect.
dude, we can't beat
I
Jamaica.
stand for what, the Gold Cup?
Yeah.
Gold Cup.
World Cup.
Look at I'll tell you who's in the group though.
My goodness.
Trinidad, Guyana.
I think my head just blew up.
Guyana's gonna fuck the
USA
US up.
all
you right
the
now,
way. Come on now.
What happened to us?
What happened?
USA.
Hey,
What happened?
Why? Why do we have our tails between our legs?
What the fuck
I don't
happened?
care.
You got Pulisic.
Oh, I hate the excuse. Oh, we have so many sports. All our best talent goes to other sports. We have 50 states larger than Panama. Are you kidding me? We have 50
When
states.
Lexi Lawless playing and fucking doing work.
Yeah, but
You
it's
mean
the
to tell
fourth.
me these
It's the fifth most popular sport in America. So
Yeah, but tell me, saying
a smaller
like even
country
just-
just dedicated all its resources
but
to
even,
football.
but all
is
those
different.
resources
It's
are the
different.
size of Rhode Island. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the point. Like you shouldn't be getting beat. The U.S. national team
but-
shouldn't be
But
getting
hey,
beat by
level.
Rhode
let's
Island.
look at the facts. When we had a very strong team at the time going up against Panama, we got smoked.
That's
It
because,
wasn't- no, but
because
that's-
we
and
get
don't-
lost.
don't sleep on the
we lose
fact
the
that-
work ethic. That's
just-
why.
I'm just
We
saying.
lose the work ethic.
didn't run.
Because we're
That was it.
pampered.
That's it.
We're
And
pampered.
they're
That's
trying
a
to
good
play.
point.
I'm going to say this.
Haven't you ever seen Mighty Ducks 2? Mighty Ducks 2, the kids didn't play
Knuckleball
well
time.
because they were pampered. Once they, once Emilio Estevez went out for another skate and thought about his life a little bit, he came back and told the kids, we're ducks. We're ducks. Quack.
Quack.
And guess what? You had to fight like a duck. You had to quack like a duck. The thing is, you got to fight like an eagle. You got to act like an eagle. You got to act with your talents.
Dude,
you got to go at it. You got to fight for that ball. And sometimes
they don't fight for it, man.
We're in a weird place with the United States where if they're fighting for the ball, they're being idiots about it. Dude, but if they're not fighting for the ball, they're being lazy.
I tuned
They
out
need to find the happy medium.
Come on, man.
The only reason Panama won that fucking game wasn't because they were better. You could just see the hunger. The hunger levels were higher. When that guy scored that rocket shot, it was hunger levels. It wasn't ability. They got to the World Cup. Their hunger levels showed, man. Like, they had no skill, no ability.
Just getting to the World Cup is the victory.
Hunger levels, dog. The U.S. has lost hunger levels because these kids are playing in Europe.
You go,
they can walk
sell them a book of Hunger Games. Go do what you got to do. They may need a little bit of that, but
again on the group stage, you think they're getting out?
Must transition to that banter point.
I think they're getting out.
Should. Al.
See, you're laughing at me, but are they getting out?
They fucking should.
I know they should,
But they probably won't.
No.
They probably won't.
They will.
Hussy, I got $5 says they don't make it out.
$5.
All right,
Put your balls on the table, bro.
I like that.
Balls
I think
on
that's
the table.
treason.
What the hell?
Betting against your nation, I think that's treason, bro. You just put us on a list, bro. You just put us on a terror list, bro. No, you're right. Al.
money,
At the end
man.
of the day, you're right, bro.
All right, transfer news, guys. Major transfer news alert. Paul Pogba, a.k.a. Pogbeezy, to Real Madrid.
A.k.a. Pog Trader.
A.k.a. L Trader.
Al Trader, how?
A.k.a. Trader L's.
Tell you what. Tell you what.
How? Trader Joe's?
Tell you what, you guys go first and then I'll hop in after.
Look, this guy comes out and says, I could see myself playing somewhere else.
Because he could.
And in the midst of all the speculation, you come out and say that you're going to reaffirm your position. I'm a United player. That's all I got to say.
But
even if behind the scenes.
But Hazard say, thank you.
Let your agent talk for you.
Thank you, Chelsea, for letting me play 5 seasons in a row. No, it's cool. It's Eden Hazard. It's fine.
7
what?
2012 he went through.
I'm saying, but for the past 5 years, every summer, it's been great playing for Chelsea. I think there's time for a new challenge.
Dude, for all the shit I give Hazard and his
it's only been 5 seasons.
His mercenary.
You called him a mercenary.
But for the past 5.
But dude, for all Hazard's mercenary bullshit, man, he never came out and said I want to move. I got to give him that respect.
He flirted.
He
did the same shit Pogba did.
Pogba literally said word for word the same thing. He said, I think it's time for a new challenge.
He was connected.
That's fine, but like, what does that mean? It means the player wants to leave. Hazard, we all knew wanted to leave.
100%. But that's my point. It's like they said the same thing. So like, I understand Pogba doesn't produce or whatever.
You know what the difference
doesn't do the basics or whatever. But listen, I want to get this preface this quick. If he wants to go, bye, go. Not fuck you, not your pussy, not none of this shit. Bye. He had leading goal scorer, leading assist man. He led our stats across the board. So for me to say fuck you and go, I would be an idiot. I'd be a dickhead.
Yeah.
And I'm not a dickhead. But for me, I don't want him to leave because we lose that production in the middle. And you said it in the group chat today.
Yeah.
You said if we lose Pogba, you can't replace what Pogba does.
We can absolutely lose him, and we will lose production. I 100% understand when we lose Pogba, we lose a
You're just
step.
willing to bite the bullet.
But this is the rebuild. Yeah, let's bite it now. Why are we going to fucking wait another year? This guy's miserable, too. For his own mental health, he's going to have another year where, like, the numbers are there, of course, but the performances just don't match the levels.
United need Paul Pogba right now. You're in a transitional phase. You're in Europa.
Build your team around
and you're not sure you can replace him.
If he wants to be built around.
No, but if he wants to go, go. But he wants to go.
Yeah, then go. And United
and that's fine.
I agree. Like that's what I'm saying. We're going to take a step back. No, we're on the same side.
But I think United is saying, even if you want to go, Pogba, no,
absolutely.
You're not
so
going.
Now what's going to happen? Now we're going to have an upset player next year.
But
what? So we can sell more jerseys, so hopefully he can figure it out.
They could do something like with Suarez with Liverpool. Hey, give us one more year of full effort and we'll sell you the next year.
But the problem is Suarez gave effort all the way up until that
the big thing, again, we talked about this in our text messages, was if you're going to sell De Gea, if you're going to sell Pogba, that is, in my mind, that's a massive exit right away. If you want to get top-end players, you can't have top 5 players in their position leave and say, "Oh, we're going to get A+ players back." No, you're going to get B or lower players back,
potential.
and hope for potential.
Yeah, but
potential means you might be finishing.
Potential
sixth.
is hope.
Yeah, but you might finish in 6th again. Now, Manchester United lose 2 of the top best players, maybe in the world. And finish in 6th again. You're in a bad situation.
It's a tough situation, but like this is a rebuild.
No, not tough.
This is a real rebuild.
Bad.
No, it's tough. when you guys lost Suarez, your top goal scorer for 2 years, who'd you replace him with? Suspect Bobby Firmino, who ended up working out. When you guys lost Coutinho,
there was Benteke first, I believe, or
Benteke,
something like that.
Benteke. Don't forget
Firmino.
Benteke.
It takes a while. So, like,
Yes,
you
but
can still
at the
lose
same
your
time,
players.
And they
before
still
that,
struggle
look
for
before that, look
They
before
did,
that.
absolutely.
When we
United's
lost,
already
when
struggling.
we lost
What's the point?
Alonso.
Keeping Pogba and
No,
struggling.
no, no. Before that, when we lost Alonso, Mascherano,
Alonso.
we then lost Torres. Then it became,
you brought in
all
Alonso.
the players want
Yeah,
to
it was a
leave.
blessing in
And guess
disguise.
what? We finished in 8th.
Exactly, and
And
that's
that's
what you.
it.
So if you're
And then
fine
maybe
finishing
4th,
potentially in
but-
10th,
No,
like Chelsea,
So Oblak comes in for
This
De Gea.
is
That's
what
not
I'm
a
saying
big
is
step back.
what I'm saying is
that's
Big step back. That's
that
an
might
upgrade.
it might be a step.
That's
up.
What I'm
Right-
saying
right
is-
now,
It might
What-
be,
or
but that's what
lateral
I'm saying.
move.
So it depends on the replacement. That's why I don't want Longstaff.
what I'm saying is
Why not, bro?
Manchester United may have not Manchester United may have not hit rock bottom yet.
No, they haven't.
We
but we're-
still may have not seen the bottom of
I
Manchester
want to hear
United.
from the man with the Manchester United shirt on. That's what I want to hear from.
You want to hear from me, man? You need
Woody?
You need look no further than Liverpool buying Wijnaldum, Andy
Where's
Robertson. Shut up. Andy Robertson, letting Trent Alexander-Arnold develop. I mean, these are guys who
Klopp.
everything was
That's
changed
Klopp.
So you made your first.
Yeah,
summer signing.
I'll even go towards Mane because Mane. I mean, you buy these players with potential,
Southampton, yeah.
better potential, man. But like, you don't need to go out and buy Di Marias. You don't.
Yeah. In
You
a
don't need.
rebuild,
You
you don't.
You don't.
In a rebuild because
so
those
if
players
we
are
sell
fine.
Pogba and we get in Fernandez from
Bruno.
Sporting,
That's
Bruno
not
Hernandez,
bad.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
or if we keep
it's not-
Pogba and we add him, I'm okay with
not
What
that.
about
better.
Felix? What about Felix?
Dude,
Who's
so
rated at like
young that he would-
120?
let's get out of
million
Portugal
pounds.
for a
But
second.
man,
here.
everyone
But, you know,
wants Bruno,
but,
and will he come
listen,
with you being in Europa versus the other
But
Champions
hey,
League
that's what
guys
I'm
who
saying.
won him?
Man, you sell Pogba.
That's the risk you take if you sell Pogba.
You can sell Pogba and bring in people who are like Wijnaldum, you know, and you balance the ship.
Is a Wijnaldum,
Tillemans, I think, is too early still. I think that's a bigger gamble. You know what I mean? But
He's got potential,
but I
though.
don't care, dude. You can sell Pogba and get B players and still yield better results. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. You don't need the A-list guy.
there are
to
only
rock
two
team.
players who are not
best
replaceable.
Player, but it's not like Hazard. You know what I mean? Hazard
Yeah, I told-
was
not even
Chelsea's
close.
best
15
player
and 15.
and top 3 in the fucking Prem.
But at the same
I think he's the
time,
best player,
every time,
In a vacuum, I think Hazard is the best player.
Dude,
Yes,
last
but-
year he was the best player in the Prem.
every time we talk about Manchester United, we talk about how much money they have. Why not
what-
keep?
no
Why not
one in
keep?
this conversation brought up the
Why
money.
not? Why not keep Pogba and try to really build around him?
because he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, but guess
No,
what?
he doesn't wanna be
He
there.
Why
wants to be
doesn't
there
he
if you
wanna be
win.
there?
Guess what? He wanted to be there.
surrounded with shit.
He wanted to be
And he
there
keeps
after
getting all the blame.
No. He wanted to be there after the Europa win. Thing is, you're not winning right now, so you really have to build around him. Not with Matic.
No, you only
no,
build
but the
around
thing is,
guys. You only build around guys who want to be there. If he doesn't want to be there, there's no blame to him. Like Snack said,
I tell you right now,
it's
if you
not
buy,
him. Go to Real
I'm saying
Madrid.
you can't do it. But let's say you bought Conte from Chelsea and brought him in.
Yeah.
Pogba wants to be there immediately.
And if we bought
But that
Mbappe, he would want to be there too.
no,
And
but
if
I'm
we bought
saying
Neymar,
is
he'd want to be.
no.
It's
There's a
just-
difference between Neymar, Mbappe, and
Name a
Conte.
realistic guy.
But what the
and
thing
then
is,
Matic can
but
get
what I'm saying
who
is,
would
Name
convince him.
but
to
what I'm
potentially
saying
stay.
is,
Name one.
all that Pogba wants to be there if you bring in the right players.
Who is the right player? Name a realistic target who could potentially
The
convince
guy from
him.
Lyon.
Dobele.
Yeah, he could be there.
What?
Dude, you're
Bro,
sleeping on
you don't like
Dobele.
him?
No, I'm not saying he's bad, but I'm saying the name that Pogba would want would be like a Griezmann.
What about bringing him in,
Something like that.
him in,
Yeah.
and then
Besties.
Cruz? Him and Cruz.
Cruz,
They don't
Cruz
want to
just
come
signed
in
a
house. That's not
contract, man.
realistic.
I don't know,
is not
Cruz.
fucking-
I don't
Cruz
know.
is
There's
not
been a
coming to
lot
play
of links with
Europa.
Cruz going out.
No, they're
Yeah, but
not.
he's not coming
You
to
need to
Europa
understand
United.
something about Manchester
I
United.
don't
not
know.
coming to
We're
Europa
linked.
If you
United.
give him the right, salary at the end of his career,
not about-
he would come in.
Who's
He's
the boy that-
30,
who's the boy that
dude.
you
He's not
just-
the end of his career.
It's
Hold on,
not
hold on.
about
That's at the back end of his career. He's
Pause.
on the back
One
end of
thing
the
you gotta
mountain.
realize. One thing you gotta realize about
He's over the
Manchester
hill.
United when it
He's
comes
not
to
over the
rumors,
hill.
when it-
Cruz, Tony Cruz. You're saying Tony Cruz is not over the hill.
1 year off of winning the championship.
You're
he's
saying
over
Tony
the
Cruz
hill.
is not over the
Tony
hill.
Cruz who scored that fucking.
You're
free
saying
kick
Tony
against
Cruz is not over the
Sweden?
hill.
No, he's not over there.
So he's still going up.
He's still.
No,
he's
he's
still.
flat.
at least-
So basically, what you're saying is,
No, I'm basically
he's
saying-
going to
Basically,
play
what
until
you're
like
saying, what are you, a
37.
chick? What are you, a
He's going to
fucking
play
girl?
at 37.
No, I'm saying he's at levels right now. He's at levels. He's at the plateau.
He's at levels.
He's done increasing.
Okay.
He's not decreasing.
So
He's
let's
at
say he's a
levels.
bad year. Then he's got free falling.
He had a bad
all the
year.
way to ground zero.
said he's free falling?
No, he's on the way down. He's on the way down. He may still be up there,
Hey,
but he's
Tiki,
still on the way down.
come.
He's
Snacks.
not at the.
This
He's
is
not
the-
at sea level, but he's on the way
right.
down.
Hey,
He's
hey,
over the hill.
This is the guy who watched.
Let's be honest.
This is the guy who watched 0 Real Madrid games this year. Okay, and you're criticizing Tony.
Dude,
Hall.
are you
out.
kidding me?
Call him
They
out.
got- no.
what
First
we
off,
do.
I did watch. I actually did. on being
in
love that shit.
Champions League, maybe a couple games against Ajax.
But exactly, because Real Madrid only had a couple games. But anyways,
they had more
but
than
the
a couple
thing
games.
is,
But okay,
Tony Cruz,
all right,
who was a focal point of that Real Madrid team that lost to Ajax because they only had a couple games. Thank you. You're supporting my idea.
What
But
is it?
Tony
a couple
Cruz
games is
is
two
not
games,
going
you
up in his
fucking
career.
moron.
He's not.
He's not plateaued.
He's flat.
He's over the top, and he's on his way down.
I can,
in
I
the
can
next
see why
3
Hus would
years,
say that, and I can see why you guys would say he'd
he's
plateau.
over the hill. It is
Over the
natural
hill means you're
progression.
on your way down.
He's on his way down.
I disagree.
That's all it is.
Rockets
It's his
Okay,
opinion.
anyways,
That's fine.
Anyways,
Oh my
going
goodness,
back to what I
people.
was saying, when it comes, because you were talking about Tony Cruz and how there's links with United. Every player in world
Thank
football, and this is no exaggeration, gets linked
That
with United.
Norwegian guy
every
scored 9
summer
goals.
every summer until Ronaldo signed to Juventus, we were linked with Ronaldo coming back with some bullshit.
Gareth Bale right
we
now.
were linked with Sergio Ramos. He had signed the contract. He was learning
Godin.
English. Bro, every player is linked with United. So
Everyone.
it doesn't matter what
Doesn't
name
mean
you pick
anything.
out. Right now,
You're talking
right now you have to
Liverpool
commit
fan.
to. Right now you have to.
Everyone's linked to Liverpool too. I
No,
understand the
you just
situation.
want every player at Liverpool.
No. Everyone's
You
linked
just
to.
want every-
No.
difference, dude.
Not last year. Last year,
talking
everyone.
about?
Last year, everybody was linked.
Anyways,
I love it.
anyways.
Breaking breaking news, fellas. Sarri leaves Chelsea for Juventus.
Official.
It's official.
That's
Bro, that was official.
That was like 10 hours
Oh, was it?
hours ago.
Yeah.
Said that shit in the group
In my
yesterday.
mind, PFC Nation, I just broke some news.
Snacks even threw it on the group chat.
I know.
Hey, wait, relax. Tom, relax.
like Australia
I got
time.
you. No, no one knows what
8
time
hours
it is.
behind.
And who knows?
It's early in the morning, all right?
Come on, I just
what
broke
time
some
it is.
news.
Just before we get to that, I just want to finish. You have to commit to the rebuild. Now, I'm not saying Sean Longstaff, like, to your point, Tiki's the guy, but you
Or
get those,
Declan Rice.
those solid guys that are young, you build a core around. Look at what Liverpool did. They got solid pieces. But who was Mo Salah before Liverpool? Who was Sadio Mane before Liverpool? Who's Bobby Firmino?
Yeah, but I'll tell
But
you
like,
what,
that comes
they
to
had
the
fucking
manager,
James
too.
Milner around, a leader. They had Jordan Henderson, a leader. They had, they signed Virgil van Dijk. They didn't have Virgil
No,
van Dijk.
I would say
100%.
that, but it's also what
You
he
guys
said.
don't have
It's a
those guys.
manager. The
You don't
manager
have a
made
James
them
Milner.
believe.
Commit to what Ole does. And I'm not saying Ole is guaranteed if you give him what he wants and you give him the time he's going to succeed. There's no guarantees in life. But what I'm saying is if you commit, you do it the right way. There's no reason why
they
you
follow the
can't
manager's
improve on what you're on.
instructions.
I understand losing Pogba's 13 goals and 11 assists in the league. It's a
Penalties.
big hit.
7 penalties.
Penalties.
6 goals. We lost 6 goals.
He
And he
is
missed,
six
he,
goals
and he
and
missed
11
two penalties,
assists.
by the
11
way.
assists.
6 goals and
He
11
missed two
assists.
penalties, by the
So they
way.
got, what,
And
7?
he missed two penalties.
Yes, it's
7 out of 9.
You
7 out of
got,
9.
no, you got 7 goals
7,
then, and 11 if
6
you take away
goals.
his PKs.
6 goals and 11
One
assists.
center
For
midfielder.
a
You
center
guys
midfielder,
fucking
that's
bang.
are
yeah, that's
overlooking
good.
the moment. You're overlooking the situation when it comes down to special moments. Even in the World Cup, France.
Name me a
in
special
second-
moment Pogba had this season.
Second half
Name-
for World Cup.
I'm not talking about the World Cup. I'm talking about United.
Second half.
I'm talking about Manchester United.
What I'm
At
saying.
Manchester United.
What I'm saying
He's a-
is,
he's a big
you
game
guys
player.
didn't
We all know
have a
Pogba's a
moment where
big
you
game
need a
player.
special
But he's
moment
not-
yet.
Rashford with the penalty against
You guys
PSG.
didn't have a time when you need a special moment. What I'm saying, he's a big time player for big time
And
moments.
I'm not saying I want him to leave.
Where I'm saying is-
bro, you're talking to the
Yeah, you're
fanboy
preaching.
president of the
No,
fucking
you-
Paul Pogba fanboy club.
I'm surprised you can't even talk with all that in his mouth. But anyways, but the thing is, when it comes down to when it comes down to Pogba, when the thing is Pogba, when the thing is Pogba,
So like,
Yo, we're caught
You
up in
need
the
to-
United
I
out
know,
again,
man. I know, bro. We gotta
People
get
are
out
getting
of
tired of this.
Because-
I just broke some news.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to
Because
get
they're the most
I want to
brutal team in the
apologize.
world.
Breaking news.
I've been
Breaking
reporting-
news.
I've been
United
reporting on
doesn't
this
make
all
champions.
year long. Sorry, no, I haven't. Sorry leaves Chelsea, dude. I think he got out
Sorry,
at the
not
right
sorry.
time. What do you think about this move?
Perfect time, and he's going to the perfect club.
And he's getting an upgrade. in
going
the
back
club.
to Italy. He's going back to the powerhouse. He's got the best player in the world
Will
to
he
work
make it
with.
work? Will he win the Champions League with Juventus?
I think they have a better chance this season, depending on who they bring in.
Look, I think
I think so because you saw what Sarri did with Napoli with less resources. To be fair, his players did ball
and
out.
you
like
saw
Insigne.
Chelsea make it to Europa final. So this guy knows tournaments. Will
Also
they win
saw
a
Rafa
Champions?
Benitez win a Champions League final and then get in the Real Madrid locker room, and he could not command the respect of a Ronaldo,
And
of a Sergio Ramos. So
But I think
will
they have
Sarri
less-
be able to do that?
But I think Juventus is less like arrogance. You know what I mean? Real Madrid, that's what they know. They're the Galacticos.
I can't
It's
wait
all
for the
egos
first
in that
meeting and
locker room.
sorry blows smoke in
Juventus for me, who's
CR7's
the
face.
he has
Ronaldo.
to get CR7 on the side, and then that's it. Everyone else.
I mean,
will
you got to
fall
get
in line.
Chiellini in there, but Chiellini's
My
going to be
team.
on your side.
Exactly.
He'll
'Cause
help
he's a
you.
team player. What's his name?
Unless
who
you're
just
not about
came
this
back?
life. But
Dude,
I think
Sarri's about, and he's Italian.
He's
too,
shown in Italy.
Hey, Tiki just said it. Sarri's Italian, but I mean the Napoli fans are fucking cutthroat, fucking passionate fans.
Napoli.
Yes, Napoli. He left them
where Sarri brought them to second place, lost by a fine margin, margin to Juve, considering the recent history.
I don't blame him, by the way.
So I mean, the Napoli fans gonna be on Sarri's ass for like betrayal.
Did not take Wayne.
But like Tiki said, dude, this guy's Italian. He knows he's not so much defensive. He's pragmatic. Was he a banker before this or an accountant? Like,
yeah,
dude,
something like that.
But he can be
pragmatic approach.
dude.
Look,
He's proven he can dominate Italy with a decent.
But that's
squad
not
of
soccer.
easy. Dominating Italy with Juventus is easy.
Well,
He won a European
you
Cup
guys
this
are
year.
missing the point with this guy.
He won a cup competition in Europe, which
Napoli's
is it's the junior league to the Champions League, but the guy still got there and still won it. So that shows he's got cup competition cred. You know, he already can do it in the league.
You won the baby cup,
But
you did win a cup.
It's another competition.
The reason why he's going back to Italy is because he was saying he's family first with everything.
This Jerome Abramovicism.
Not just because his family and his kids and like all that, but it's because his elderly parents. He wants to be there with them.
Yeah, you know,
dude, it's because how he's treated by Chelsea, dude. They gave him fucking dick. It's all covered. My family. Yeah, you look at this guy.
Right now,
Exactly.
I'm wondering if you let me finish. I'm wondering if something's going to come out in the next month after he leaves Chelsea. After Chelsea gave that whole good spiel and statement about it.
Gonna get Lampard.
But realistically, if he could have went back to Napoli, he would have. But you have a manager there. It is what it is.
Hold on.
So now he has to go to the next best situation, which is Juventus, and I don't blame him. So it's even.
Hold on.
So even if I'm a Napoli fan, yeah, I'm passionate about that. But look, do you want to get rid of your manager, who is even better than Sarri?
No,
First of all,
who's Napoli's manager?
Is it Ancelotti?
Yeah, but is he? I mean,
what? You're saying Ancelotti's not as good as Sarri?
no. I'm saying that Ancelotti has declined.
I almost threw my laptop.
Managers are like players.
Ancelotti is Van Gaal at United.
He's declined.
Van Gaal in the early 2000s
for now.
and the 90s was up here, one of the best
For
in the
now.
world.
Let me just say
But then
this.
your
Let me
system
just say
is-
this.
Okay, for now.
One interesting.
But at least Napoli was actually doing things. Yeah, Chelsea was in Europa.
But with Sarri at Napoli, they were doing better things. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, let's
So,
by 4
you
points.
forgot that when Sarri left, he took their maybe best player.
managers have form as well.
They left.
Look at Mourinho.
Jorginho left with Sarri. You leave Jorginho on the team with Napoli and give that to Ancelotti.
And then Ancelotti
They're
came in
still
and
the same.
he had transfer window to build and get who wants to get. Right?
Yeah,
And he's
now
doing
I'm
all
gonna
right.
get. Now I'm about to grade him because now he has the summer. So
Look,
let's
if
see
you
what
wanna-
Napoli
if
does.
You know, resumes,
now I'm about to grade him.
Ancelotti's better, but we're talking currently. Sorry,
Dude, Sarri, first of all, he has been.
Because he almost got fired from Chelsea.
Sarri hasn't been
How
managed.
many times?
until he qualified.
How many
top
times
four
did he
and
almost
won
get
a
fired from
Europa.
Chelsea?
Sorry.
Dude, sorry.
He almost
what
got
you do
fired,
at
but-
Chelsea's an anomaly. Conte won a fucking double and was fired a year later. Like, it doesn't mean shit.
He took
to win at
Napoli's
Chelsea.
best player.
So let's switch the discussion a little bit more so to Chelsea, focusing on the EPL a
second
little
best
bit.
player.
What does this mean for Chelsea? The transfer ban has been upheld.
I got you.
They're not going to be able to sign anyone in the summer.
you.
What does this mean for the new manager coming in?
I get you right now.
Wait, time out before we even get there, Snacks. New manager. Who's it going to be?
Well, that's what
I was going to say. That's what I was going to say.
Hey, all right, now we're good. Go
That's
ahead.
what I was Frank Lampard.
Hey, Frankie
I'm
Lance.
surprised Snacks didn't say Paul Pogba.
As manager of Chelsea. That's the dumbest thing you've ever said, bro.
Snacks.
Anyways, going back.
Go ahead.
There's heavy links, just like, a lot of other things going on, heavy links, with him taking the job. And I think this is just going to be a year that they just have to get through it because they got Pulisic coming in, but it's probably just...
Hazard out.
This is the thing, is Lampard needs to come in... Like, we look at his time at Derby, he didn't move them up a place. He actually was less points. He got them to the playoff final in the championship.
Free goal, too.
Yeah. Yeah, free goal in the Leeds game, right? Yeah. So this season... This is going to be... I don't think he'll get sacked. I think this is the one season we can all assume that he'll be safe. Yeah, it's a freebie. And I think you're going to find out his managerial... I mean, obviously you're going to find out his managerial style as he plays, but you're going to see his team selection. Is he going to go with Callum Hudson-Odoi and Pulisic? Or is he going to go with Willian and Pedro?
Hey, talk that at me because I already have the answer, man. If they do bring in Frank Lampard to Chelsea, it's under one reason, and that's because this guy promotes youth. If you're actually facing a 2-year ban on transfers and you're fucking hamstrung You want a guy like Jose Mourinho to come in and be like, do I want this guy?
no.
They got Bakayoko coming back.
Or do you
Mason Mount?
Frank Lampard coming in and we're gonna play Hudson?
What they did do?
They bring Jose back.
Traore.
Bring Jose back. Play the
Traore.
4-2-3-1. Play Willian in the attacking mid. Play Willian in the attacking mid. 4-2-3-1.
Still not
Willian,
happening, bro.
Chelsea,
Chelsea still have an
I
incredible
just think that
squad.
because I knew I was trying to amp you up so I could say my statement.
You're still on mic, buddy.
I know I'm on mic.
Well, you talking
Okay,
nonsense.
just go.
Chelsea have an incredible
through.
dude. Chelsea have a fucking top 4 squad every day of the week.
Yeah, this was the debate.
And they have a million guys out on loan that they can call back at any time. They have an
Mason Mount, bro, bring him
incredible youth academy.
Yo,
What if Wenger comes back to Chelsea?
That'd be awesome.
With the shock of the
That'd
century.
be awesome. That'd be
What if
hilarious.
Josie comes back?
He's not coming back.
Please. Oh, I want the
Hey, I hope so. I hope so. I fucking love Jose, but
Third time.
But like Hussey was saying,
Wait, that's
before,
No Hazard. And Hazard was the cancer.
Timeout.
No Hazard.
time out. So Hussey was saying that Sarri was leaving because
You
of
got the right one.
Sarri's leaving because of. Am I still reading on the mic? Or I'm cool. Sarri's leaving because of his family. Dude, that's a great cover, dude.
Bullshit.
He was getting cucked by the fucking
did I
ass
say? Exactly.
by Roman and his fucking mistress.
No, I didn't
there.
say that.
Yeah.
What, Marca,
Eden or something?
whatever the fuck
Yeah,
that bitch's name is, okay? Dude,
Easy.
hey, you're gonna get Pulisic. Okay, I guess I got Pulisic.
Dude, it was the same-
Hey, you want this? Okay, I want this guy. No, you get this guy. Okay.
Chelsea thought-
So, dude, you're fucking in someone's pocket. You're not a manager of Chelsea. You're a fucking caretaker permanently. So he's
You're
like,
a coach.
am I
You're
gonna
not a manager, you're a coach.
Am I gonna stay here and be, dude? Fucking Kepa's pulling shit on me in the game, like, dude.
Disrespect.
Dude, I don't blame Sarri. Dude, he got them top 4 again.
Best
he won them a trophy.
case scenario for
Fine.
Sarri.
Dude. He had a great season for them. Go back to Italy.
But what about Nuno Espiritu Tutu Santo?
Dude, you stay at fucking Wolves and you build that project.
Look, Chelsea.
You build that fucking project.
Chelsea is looking. I said it before. Chelsea's looking for beta managers. That's why they went through so many alphas. Because alphas like, dog, this is my team. I'm not going to be told what to do. Jose did it at United. Was like, I'm basically the coach.
Look,
you guys are managing the signings and all.
So
that.
you
I'm
don't
the
think
coach.
they could pull? Not
So
could,
Nuno's-
but they don't. You don't think they will pull like an Allegri?
Hey, when they
Allegri
did say he was probably
They
going
will
to take
try
a
to get
sabbatical.
Allegri, and when Allegri comes in, they will treat him like a beta. So when Allegri goes in, he's going to think in his head, "Oh, I'll be able to make signings. I'm going to change the system."
Nope.
Jose won them a fucking bunch of trophies. Wasn't allowed that privilege. Ancelotti, not that privilege. Conte, not that privilege. Sarri, not that privilege.
Di Matteo,
not that privilege.
And let's go.
So what the fuck is any alpha manager thinking going there, dog? If Nuno goes there, Nuno, shut the fuck up about your system. We're gonna give you the players, and we want Morata coming in and starting.
Well, here's the thing: you could clearly still win, even though you're a beta manager
you
at
can
Chelsea,
win, but, like,
because
look
you're
at that
You're not
squad.
gonna win in
Look
your
at that
alpha
squad.
way, which means you're gonna spend a year and
very
then hop out.
I tell you
So
what,
where
it's
does Nuno
very
go
difficult
next
to say no to that check, right? That
Hey,
upgrade
the
in
director-
pay,
It depends what
and,
you're
Hey, he's a new
and
director
the
now,
quality
yeah.
of player,
But go.
and Petr Cech, who's probably going to be joining him as a technical
No,
director.
he, no, so,
you know,
hey,
for me,
hey,
when
so,
Nuno should go-
so timeout. Petr is a technical director, and if Lampard gets a job, I guess Drogba, he wants to come back, be the striker coach.
Dude, what
dude,
is Chelsea
this
and Man United do? They're going to bring Ole back.
I love
They're gonna bring all
if Chelsea hires
What's
Frank
Patrick
Lampard.
Vieira? What's TT
Wait.
Henry? Freddie Youngberg's
Wait,
back as
wait.
assistant.
Is he?
You know when?
All right.
Zola has actually been linked with leaving Chelsea
Peace,
to looking to become the manager, a full-time manager of a team. So I don't know if that's his way of saying to Chelsea, like, look, I'm out if you don't give me this team.
No,
Or
it's his
knowing
way-
that he won't get the team, so he's out.
No,
trying to
no.
find
See,
another
or he
team.
dude,
doesn't want it.
no. See,
Or he
dude,
sees the fucking debacle in the background.
Zola will take a number 2 at Chelsea or nothing. It's like Ryan Giggs. You're gonna make? Do you want me to like the staff or like number 4 or 5? Nah, dude, I'm the number 2 or I'm out. And that's what Zola said. Dude, he's like, if I'm gonna lose my job to Drogba, like, why am I gonna be here? Like, I'm here to like take over the
Dude,
reins. I'm
and-
here to be an impact on the team. If I'm gonna be just part of the backroom staff, well, what's the point, dude? He's already managed West Ham. He's managed in the championship with was it Derby at the time? Derby. I forget who he managed. But dude, he's already been a manager and is outright, dude. But like, he needs to have a career. You can keep pushing him back.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
Zola's
know-
going to be gone if you take him.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's his way of telling Chelsea, make me manager,
Dog,
I'm leaving.
If Zola gets the job again, like, do you think he's going to be able to do what Conte and them didn't do? He might win, sure. but like he's not going to be happy because he's not going to do it his way. That's what I'm saying.
Conte did it his way for 1 year, and they won.
He didn't.
Because he did.
Do it his way.
He went to them and said, "Oh, you want to play this formation? Guess what? We've been losing. Now we're going to switch it and going to play my way." And then they won the league.
But that's not what.
So they did play.
That's not what my bro's
the play
talking
system.
about.
You're allowed to play whatever system you want. Sarri played, sideways passes. Sarri ball. Like they don't call that. What they call is your signings. So Conte wanted Lukaku from day one. That's why Lukaku's saying it's a dream move because they have a relationship.
Peace later.
That's fine. They have a relationship, so they brought Morata instead. You know what I mean? So like that's who Chelsea is. So if Zola comes in and identifies, oh, I want Mbappe, and they say, nah, we're gonna get you Neymar instead. Like
And
that's what you got.
Here's what you get.
And hold
Do
on,
work
hold on.
with it.
That's what
You got to fit him into your
just wanna
system
say
somehow.
I want to say about the Nuno move. Nuno, like his system is like 80% of his players are Portuguese. He's Portuguese. Like it just makes too sense. Like like what you're saying. Like he can't go to Chelsea and expect to bring in the Portuguese national team and succeed.
The
like,
one club I think Nuno would do great in, and if he's patient, just keeps
you're
building
saying
at
Spurs.
Wolves. I'm saying Spurs.
I agree with that.
You and Spurs.
Why not?
There's no hate. I just love it. I love it.
I'm always
The one
thinking
thing I
Spurs.
actually thought about Spurs, and then also the Nations League, is how well Portugal's doing. They're basically from the ground floor. They're teaching these young kids how to play the right way. So even when we talk about Jose being with Porto and having underrated players and winning champions with Porto, did he actually have underrated players? Or did he... Jose, way back in what was that, 04?
Yeah, they were underrated.
But were they underrated? Did he coach them up? Or were they just sneaky, not rated?
Both.
Time out, dude. He had guys like Deku, Carvalho, Maniche.
So
I'm just saying, are we giving Jose too much credit for that?
At the time, it was considered an upset. Like the betting favorites.
At that time, fucking FC Porto's going to win.
Dude, they played. Was it Monaco in the final?
Yeah, but I'm saying the run
but they
to
got
get
to the
there.
final.
The run to get there.
And also, I just want to say also on Chelsea manager because it is about Chelsea. If Frank Lampard comes in with the ban, this is the time for Chelsea to change their culture. I know Roman likes to spend the money. He likes to get the big names. But if Chelsea are able to be successful, top 4 finish, and then, if they win a trophy, with like Mason Mount and Tammy Abraham getting runs, Reece James is he was voted like the best fullback in the championship. Like this is the time. I
think everyone is looking for the next Pep Guardiola. Everyone wants like that ex-club legend
except Chelsea
to come in and all of a sudden just change shit. All of a sudden be this legendary manager. Frankie Lampard could be. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could be.
Snacks and football manager.
If you look at them as players,
Yeah.
the potential's there. These are great players we're talking about.
So was Henry.
Are they great managers?
Exactly.
Right? Henry went
Doesn't
to Monaco,
mean shit.
fell on his face. Gary Neville went to Valencia,
Ferguson
fell on
was
his
an
face.
average player. Guardiola was
Mourinho
good
wasn't
player.
a baller like that as a
Exactly.
player, but
It's just
one of the
different.
best managers of all
but
time.
Ancelotti was and did it on
All I'm
both
saying is
sides,
I'm recognizing this trend in world football of signing these ex-legend players, and not all of them are going to be
not
great
very-
managers,
no.
guys. Some of these dudes are going to fall in their
All right,
faces.
yo, but hey,
Let's move on to the
Chelsea
next
needs to
rule.
change
Yeah, Tom,
their
but
system
look
at all.
at Bayern Munich, man. They've had a sustained system of success since the
You know why?
70s.
The league.
Yeah,
They
but
had 6 people
the
come
league is beta.
hey,
the
but-
whole league is
Listen,
beta.
I'm not. Hey,
They sell
okay,
to their rivals. Bet.
I'm not doubting the
Yeah,
league.
shot from everywhere, bro.
The league is a layup.
Hummels.
Hussy. But I'm talking about
Yeah,
on a continental stage, they've been competed year after year.
because
Yeah,
it's
but
set up
you
for
have
it.
But
Dortmund
listen.
selling Hummels.
Hey.
Like, yo, take my wife for 3 years.
Hey.
I'll take her back when you're
it.
when you're done with her.
Sloppy.
When you're done with her, I'll take my wife back.
Listen,
yeah. When she's all stretched out, I love my wife back.
What about Götze? Same fucking thing. They
Oh,
used
yeah.
him up, made him fat.
And then he comes back and has an issue.
They stretch her
So
out.
they actually fucked the shit
left
out of
him
him.
They
stretched her out.
They literally fucked the shit out
They
of him.
fucked him raw, bro.
All right, Chappelle, your turn.
My goodness, he came back with an issue.
Come on, bro. Let me hear
Yeah.
why fucking Germany.
They put him through
or Bayern
Woodstock
fucking
times
Munich
1,000.
has been relevant, except for the fact that they're a shit league. PSG and Juventus, fucking same. Go ahead.
Hussey said they literally fucked him in the ass. And
That's
stretch
fucking
it out.
No.
Do you know what the-
not in the butt.
I'm
not
just
in the butt.
saying.
I didn't say in the butt, did I?
I
Did
can't
say
say
in the
this
butt?
this
Didn't say in the
preteen.
butt.
Literally,
No, fuck
you
the
know.
shit out of
Why
him.
you gonna say literal if you're not gonna be literal? All right,
Let him talk, let him talk.
You know,
I don't
Dude,
know. Hey,
let him talk, let him talk,
I was
let him
not
talk.
there.
Go ahead, Al.
despite the layup of a league that the Bundesliga is, okay. I mean, to still be consistent is something to be respected. You know, they've always been in amongst the titles. They've always been competing in Europe. They've won Champions Leagues. The last time
the
was
bullies.
what
They're the bullies on the block.
2014 or 2013.
Because no one will stand up. And I'm not talking
But
about
man, but like,
the teams. I'm talking about players.
it's the system of success that they've
Players are
generated,
weak.
and the
Join
Bayern team
when
is
they can't
almost
be.
always the German national team. You know, it's almost you copy paste the Bayern team onto the national stage, and the national team has been in every cup final or semifinal for the last fucking I don't know how many competitions. You know what I mean? They're always competing.
I'm trying to figure out where you're going with this.
Yeah, me too.
'Cause
I'm
we
just
know-
saying,
we know
man.
that.
Bayern have a system of like mutual respect with their former players.
Do you
know?
think Frankie Lamps
but-
is that?
I'm not
for
saying
Chelsea?
Frankie
But
Lampard is.
But like Real Madrid doesn't have that mutual respect. Not that they disrespect, but there's no like.
and how
bring in
balanced has
old
Real
guys.
Madrid been over? It's
Yeah, but they won
from
3
Champions League.
Champions in a
They
row.
did have
They've
Zidane.
done
But
more
dude,
than
but
Zidane
hey,
come back.
But in between 2002, which was their last Champions League, until 2014,
They won La Ligas.
They won shit, dude. They're getting doused by Barca. They won a few La Ligas, yes.
Yeah.
But Valencia was winning. Villarreal was up there. Barcelona.
That's a competitive
Dude, they won.
league,
They
right?
won a few leagues.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But
More-
they should
more
be on
champions.
top.
But take that question and ask it to PSG. The same question you're saying Bayern. They've showed
Dude,
good
PSG is just
longevity.
oil money. That's all that is.
Speaking
And
of
Bayern Munich
PSG,
is fucking German money.
Speaking of
Like, they
PSG,
literally buy the best talents in
Ger-
the league
German
and
talent.
hamstring it. German
You went
talent.
into
hamstring him and then
You-
float him over to Dortmund.
And then
You went in
sell
too
him
early,
back.
Snacks.
Like I respect,
But
the
they
system, but, like,
keep
it's
they
not
keep
Chelsea.
that system is based upon success,
Yes.
and
No,
that
the
system
system is
works
good.
upon former players and former.
I know they want
Yeah,
to get the
old boys coming back.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
no,
done.
for sure.
I'm done with
And United
this.
gets-
Hey, hold on.
Freeze, 20
Hey,
seconds
here's
timeout.
the conclusion.
Whoa, I'm just going to cause a ruckus till we stop.
Here's the conclusion. Here's the conclusion.
That's how you do it, Snacks.
Here's the conclusion to my point that I'm trying to make. I'm going fucking around the barn for it.
Around the bottom. Around the yard.
Fuck up.
Go, just push through, bro.
But with Manchester United, okay, that's the big allegory here.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Straight up fisting.
hiring a manager, man. You're not going to consult Sir Alex Ferguson, the guy who's been at the club, the guy who has the most experience in
guy
this
who
league.
built this fucking
I'm
club.
saying you don't even consult him.
Yeah.
Like Bayern, you don't have to hire United guys back in, but you keep them in the mix.
Yeah.
Sir Alf Ramsey.
Sir Aleph Ramsey.
Sir Matt Busby, man, he was at United till his dying day. He was always kept in conference. Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Fergie's go-to guy.
club has that
I'm not
culture.
saying you keep Fergie in an office in Old Trafford,
Yeah.
but you at least consult him when you come in.
like,
No,
hey,
I
you've
said,
done
be like,
that.
hey,
You've
wait
done this
for
before.
Pochettino.
Yeah.
Wait for Pochettino.
That's what the best
That's
clubs
the guy.
do, I think.
You
But
already gave
again,
up
like,
on Ollie. You already
I'm not giving up on Ole,
No,
but
When you
no,
have
but
one
listen, what's
special
better
team,
than-
you wait for his decision.
no, what's a
Literally
better
Poch got to a
guarantee?
No, that's
Champions
what I'm
League
saying. I'm
final
agreeing with you.
no
Yeah,
signings.
Einstein on your team, you wait for his analogy.
And like Poch plays the youth, like literally, guys. That was, and he was looking for a new club.
All right.
That was the layup right there. Ollie again was that emotional. He had the 14 game run, gets the job. What happened?
Oh, it's not. It's
Collapse,
not-
dog, because it was built on so much emotion. I'm not giving up on Ole, and I'm gonna back him. Probably when
Ole,
he jump off the boat, I'll still be
Ole,
backing
Ole.
him. Like I was
Wait. We can't fit. We
I was
can't
never a
finish
Jose
the
guy.
He didn't
I
finish
was
the
never a
league. well.
Jose guy till he came to United. I would always hate on Jose and pick Pep. But where's
Right.
he in United? I'm gonna defend
I'm
that guy.
I'm going to give you guys. I'm going to give you guys a
By the
good
way, everyone's
scenario.
looking for the
I'm going to
next
give you guys a
Zizou.
good scenario.
The next
I got to go to the
Zizou.
bathroom. Then I'm going to show Snacks how it's done. We already talked about the club once. We already talked to player once. Napoli, Chucky Lozano. They're linked together. How would Chucky
I got a
Lozano look
bigger
with Napoli?
transfer rumor than that shit.
Well, first off, notice how you didn't command the attention like me? Sometimes you just got to listen
Don't like
and
to be
learn.
loud.
Sometimes you just got to listen.
Yo, hey, Tiki,
And
I'll
you'll
say
learn.
Chucky.
in the hustler's bouncy hair.
All right. Anyways,
Chucky,
Lock him in the bathroom.
Hey,
Yeah,
no,
let's go.
Chucky Lozano, though, man, that's a guy. I know
a
we've
good
been talking
signing
a lot
for
of United,
United.
man, but dude,
Yeah.
that's a guy I would love at United because he's got work rate. He's
give me-
selflessness. He passes the ball. He receives the ball. He creates chances. He fucking works.
For me, the three Dutch players outside of De Ligt, who's like, that's a fucking wild card. It would be Ziyech.
But that's a Sadio Mane type character that you bring
and
in.
Lozano.
wasn't it you 2 days ago about Ziyech?
Yeah.
He's not ready.
I mean, he literally,
He's too young.
literally in the text I said this, but I was expecting it. So, like, for me, I don't mind when I say something and then 2 weeks later I've had time to do my homework. Guys, you were right. Not Neres.
Say I was right again.
Ziyech,
Say I was right
Tom
again.
was right.
What are you
know
talking
You
about?
fucking always, you're like that shark. I mean, you're like that fish that chills with the shark and just pinches like the little
Symbiotic
the
relationship.
scrap.
I'm the shark. I'm the shark.
Anyways,
He's like, yeah, you fuck with
okay, yeah,
Jack.
keep going. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to derail you.
No worries. No, I was just saying. So, like, those are the three players. If United's talking about a serious rebuild, Neres, who's looked good for Brazil, all of a sudden he's starting, young promising kid, Ziyech on the other side, and then you bring in Chucky Lozano.
You guys do
Like,
need
that's
wingers, but I like this Van de Beek kid from Ajax, man.
Yes,
I'm telling
yes,
you,
Van
this
de Beek,
dude,
the
bro.
center mid / number 10
man, he's
/ number
good.
6.
He's
He can
box
ball
to box
too.
as fuck, bro.
Dude, he
like,
fucked up Juventus in the Champions League.
dude, he's nice, man.
2 legs.
He's clinical, like
Yes.
for a midfielder.
Yes, he creates
You know?
chances. You gotta factor him in.
He's a
on
pro.
offense,
I like
yeah.
him. I like him
he's
a
nice.
lot.
All right, let's wrap this up. Go ahead.
Last rumor. If you didn't see it, I didn't put it in the
Leaving
group.
the window open for Hussey. We're gonna wrap it up
Yeah,
without
quickly,
him,
bro. Before you just back, go.
President of PSG,
Here it comes.
Nasser Al Khalifi.
Khalifa.
You already fucked it up.
the
You already
the
fucked it up.
He said that players who don't want to.
Wiz Khalifa?
Oh my God! Shut
Wiz
the
Khalifa.
fuck up, dude.
Guys, you gotta push through. It's like playing and getting booed by the fans.
Hey,
You can't stop the ball.
as
Like,
Wiz-
hey, stop booing me.
It's like
Peace.
Wiz Khalifa. Show must go on. Wiz Khalifa. Show must go on.
Cross the
It's a
ball.
song.
The PSG president came out and said all the players that don't want to be here, and he literally said in the quote, "Ciao," like peace. Literally, like 50 seconds after, I get a notification. Neymar is open to not Neymar himself, but PSG are open to selling Neymar. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mbappe showed up soon. Like,
No, look, it's basically
everybody.
They know they can't keep both Neymar and Mbappe. They're
peace,
both
Neymar.
too big.
Neymar, peace.
And Cavani, yeah, I would say sure, but you're gonna lose Mbappe next year.
Here's
too.
the thing: if they loved each other, they'd find a way to keep him. I know the wages are high, but they'd
never
cut
liked each
everyone
other,
else.
bro.
But it's
They never
the
liked each
Neymar
other.
Mbappe thing. Now they've been beefing a
never
little bit.
liked each other, yeah.
Mbappe wants
Alright.
to take the PK.
Yeah,
Obviously, we know Neymar.
By the way,
money,
are we unanimous that you keep Mbappe over Neymar?
Yes.
Are we unanimous?
Yeah.
Yes.
The thing we're not unanimous on is your decision
So-
to say in the group that Neymar is still worth 200 mil, playing 20 games a season the past 2 years.
I still think Neymar is worth around that.
Look, I think he is. Maybe not his play, but
Shirt
the
sales.
revenue.
Same thing with
economy.
Gareth Bale,
Hey,
bro.
but
same
you're
exact
saying,
thing.
not Gareth Bale.
How many kids are gonna
What?
buy that Neymar jersey the next club he goes to? That's
Oh,
it.
no,
That's how you
100%.
justify.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm just saying,
I'm telling you right
but
now.
that's what
Snatch,
it's
all right, I got this. Snatch. United have a chance to buy Neymar. Neymar wants to come over. 200 mil. Does United do it? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, let me ask you.
No.
Let me
No,
rebut
it's
it.
a
Rebut- I'll
fucking
answer it,
shirt,
and then I'll rebut it.
I'm not sitting here.
200 mil for United right now? Yeah, I would do it because Neymar.
There you go.
Because
So
United
you're
are gonna-
200 then.
Liverpool for 200 mil, you buy Neymar.
No,
For 200 mil to
you don't need
replace
him. No, you
Sadio
don't need him.
Mane.
Actually, that's
For
not
Sadio
a
Mane.
horrendous idea,
Nah,
but
man.
we don't have
See,
the
there's no-
budget right now.
No, even if
I'm
you have the
saying-
budget,
I'm saying
there's
if you had
spirit,
the chance
he doesn't
to
fit into your
replace
chemistry.
Sadio
I
Mane.
think Klopp could talk to him and actually.
because of
I
blue
believe in
collar.
Klopp. I really do.
No, hold on.
Don't
But
fuck it
let's
up.
not talk about.
No, but the
Mbappe
thing
would
is,
work.
Mbappe definitely would work.
One at a
But
time,
the thing
one
is,
at a time.
I leave it up to Klopp. Klopp would have that
Hush, no
first interview
semantics.
because Klopp has
No
an interview.
semantics.
Now, I'm trying
No
to tell you.
semantics.
I'm
No
trying,
Klopp.
no.
I'm saying to
no
replace
snacks.
Sadio Mane,
No
are
snacks
you gonna put
talking. I'll
Neymar?
tell you. No snacks talking. I'll tell you. So basically, Klopp has this thing where he talks to a player. That right there is
No
the
other
first
manager
initiation,
does that.
and
Yep.
he knows right away whether he wants him or not. I read about this, and Klopp will talk to a player and says, like, ask his questions, and they talk and everything, and he'll do his internal analysis in his brain and go, I want him or I don't want him right
Then
away.
I start jumping around.
So if he talks to Neymar and says, I want this guy, I'm
No,
full on board.
we're not
But if he's
saying
like,
that.
but if he's like,
Literally
no,
saying if you're
That's not what I'm saying. I'm
Look at
saying
your team, bro. You're not like a team of Galacticos.
you're gonna replace Sadio Mane with Neymar, and Neymar
Mr. Fucking drama
flips and
queen.
tricks in the
You
box.
guys are a
Come
work
on,
your
bro.
balls
look, if we have the if we have the money for
high press.
if we have the money for Neymar,
It would be
obviously we have
wasted
the
money.
money for Mbappe. So we would rather go
I'm
for
not
Mbappe.
talking Mbappe.
would be
I'm talking about
wasted
Neymar
money.
for 200 mil to
At
come
Liverpool.
in, command a starting spot over your left
I
winger,
think
who
he's
is
still-
arguably your player of the season.
I
You could
think
argue.
Barcelona, if they come in, I think it's
I'm
going to be
saying- I'm
roughly
saying
200.
No, I'm saying just to bring him in. There's no other.
If Barcelona's
I see
going back in,
150.
Okay, I'll give you
150.
another.
150, 200,
No, 200.
150 is fine.
200.
But 200 is not outrageous.
200.
it's not.
200.
If he catches form, it is outrageous. I think at this age.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
100%.
And his fitness.
Neymar?
200, bro.
It's outrageous.
For
Jersey
200 mil, you would
Business.
replace Sadio
FIFA fair
Mane,
play.
who
FIFA
is
fair play.
balling.
He brings up your
who
fair
is
play
absolutely
ranking.
balling out of his mind.
And he's going
With
to
Neymar.
give Messi what he needs. That athletic ability on the
Yeah.
outside. That little flair. We
Dude,
saw it at
Barca-
the end of his time at Barcelona.
Dude.
If they say 200 million and Barca's serious about getting back in the Champions League, Griezmann, Neymar, Messi, why not?
We gotta stop pretending like Neymar's the same Neymar he used to be, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
This
He
is
gets
this
hurt
is Neymar with
often.
a foot injury. He's broken his foot twice now. The same foot
because he's playing
he's hurt
outside of
himself.
La Liga.
Well, whatever your reasoning
League
is,
Un, bro.
this
Well, I'm
is
saying
this
this
is
is
what it
going to
is.
play in a more
Evaluation of
physical
it.
Huh?
league.
No.
Evaluation of
Between
Neymar.
120 and 150.
Are you kidding me? France is much more physical than La
And
Liga.
as the years go on, those numbers
Easily.
dwindle.
Of course.
He's 27 years old. This is peak
100 mil?
Neymar right now. And I
Get
really
the
think
fuck out.
Yo,
of
he's
here,
a
dude.
couple years.
If Gareth Bale is rumored for 150, and that's bullshit. We know he's worth maybe
Yeah, but
50 or
no one's
60.
buying that.
You're really putting Gareth Bale and
How
Neymar
much-
together.
how much is Gareth Bale worth? How much is Gareth Bale worth?
Stop.
How much is he worth?
Don't answer that. Don't answer it because Eden Hazard just went for fucking how much?
130.
130 million pounds.
How many major injuries does he have?
Or was it like
How many
100?
major
It was
injuries
like
does he
100 with add-ons or something
It
ridiculous.
was 80. It's 88, and then it
A
will
crazy
add up
amount
to
of add-ons
130.
that he will get to over the course. So
if he
in
scores
the next
more
3
than 10
Neymar
years,
is better than Hazard on a given day when they're both playing at top.
Consistently
Neymar-
over
Hey,
60
hey,
games.
but that's the question. If they're both playing on top, is Neymar playing or is
No,
Neymar
not
injured?
top, but like at the top rank.
Consistent-
Is
Only for-
Neymar injured or is Neymar playing? How many times does Hazard go out with injury? Almost never.
Consistently over 60
How many
games,
times
how
is
much?
he out mentally?
Almost never. Dude,
Every other year,
Dude.
Hazard is mentally out of
hey,
the game.
that happened
That's
twice.
fair. That's
That
fair.
happened twice.
In the last 4 years.
That happened.
So every
in the
other year
last
for the
7
last,
years.
in the last 4
In the
years,
last 7 years.
last 4 years,
The last
Neymar's
7
been-
years at Chelsea, it's
sorry.
happened twice.
Last 4 years, Hazard's been out.
Yeah,
mentally.
say 4. It's easy for your argument, man. But he's been in Chelsea for 7 years, and it's only
Hey.
happened in 2 years.
I'm talking
Okay,
about what have you done for me lately in the last 4 years?
he's won you a
Forget-
league title in the last 4 years.
Yeah,
you
it's true.
Goomba. There
Guess
you
what?
go.
Neymar has also won a league title. Neymar has also won a league title.
He also won-
He's also won 2 league titles.
He also went 15 and 15 last year
He
for a,
also won-
for
wait,
a
was that
s-
3
for-
with Barca?
for a subpar Chelsea team in a much tougher league than Barcelona. Okay, he went 15 for 15, won a Europa League, got them back in the top 4. He had no
Look, are we-
support.
are we
He was
saying-
leading the line.
Are we saying the only player with 200 million is Mbappe?
No.
Because we're saying Neymar's not anymore. So, like, who else is in that
Hazard's
strategy?
going for 130,
No,
Neymar's
no,
less.
seriously.
in my
Messi,
opinion.
No, I understand,
Messi,
but I'm
Messi
saying, are we
is-
saying that-
Messi still's worth 200?
Yeah.
Salah's
I don't care. I don't care.
170,
Messi's
I'd
still
say.
Messi's 36. He's still doused
Hazard
in the
went for
midfield. You know what I
130.
mean?
His
Yeah,
price was
there's not a lot right
It's
now.
just one,
Hazard was
right?
what- like
That's
his
what
price
I'm
was-
saying.
No,
There's like
Salah
two,
being
Messi and
Salah.
Mbappe.
Messi's close. Messi's barely 200. I mean, even like he's not even at that level anymore. But he's
I
almost
think he is.
like
I think he is. I think
Mbappe's-
Messi's
that's the question.
Mbappe's probably the
Man
highest
City
paid,
gets
or
it.
like the highest
rated.
transferred player right now because he's doing so well
His
and he's
age.
at the youngest age of
Yeah.
being, what, 21 years old?
20
something?
years old.
20? He's outrageous right now. And he should be the highest transferred player at the
So
moment.
for 200 mil, you're going to replace Mane with Neymar?
You, not Klopp's phone
Not
calls.
Klopp, not if Mane
You.
leaves. If you have Mane on your
You.
team, you get a
Right
blank
now.
check
You
and you
play
say,
FIFA, bro.
buy Neymar. Are you handing in that check to the president of
If
the people?
Liverpool have 200
No
million,
ifs. No ifs.
They
I-
have 200. They have it.
If they have 200,
No, they have
I
it.
would rather go for it.
Exactly. And that
So
answers
no,
my
so
question.
answers are no.
That answers my question.
No, I'd
No,
rather
you're
go
dancing
defense.
around this
Ban the
question.
gavel.
Because,
Yeah.
no, because we're not missing that. We're not missing
Thank
that.
you.
But if you're talking about Chelsea, if you're talking about
We're not talking about
if you're
Liverpool
talking
and
about Arsenal,
Snacks.
if you're talking about any
The
of these
fact
teams
that he's
need
dancing
that
around
left
it
winger,
means you're right,
if
bro.
Arsenal has 200 mil, I'm going for Neymar.
Backtrack.
Man United.
Dance right. Dance right.
I win.
Backtrack.
I
You're dancing.
win.
He literally asked you a
Hold
Liverpool,
it.
and you're saying you
Stamp this on his chest.
So just say no.
Tattoo
You don't
it
need to
right
tell
there,
us
right in
about
the
All
middle.
right,
somebody
folks.
else's defense.
We know we've been away. This is what happens when we're away for 2 weeks.
playing the
We're
if
like
question.
two
Yeah.
pit bulls.
There's so
We
much
gotta
going
pull them
on.
back from each other in the ring right now.
Why?
Hus is a rabid pit. We're going at Al.
kidding me, dude?
You're going at my bro. You're
Are
going
you
at Snacks.
kidding me? But
You're going
the
at
thing
me
is,
right now.
I've already answered the question.
Gotta pull them back.
I cannot spend money on Neymar because we already have money, so we'd have to spend it
Okay,
on
so that's it.
defense.
That's it. That's all I wanted to ask. That's what I was asking. And you
I'll tell
answered
you
my
what, bro.
question, and I was right.
If I'm a,
He's not worth 200 mil. I was right. Perfect. Okay, end the episode. We're good. We're good.
Yep. All right, are we done?
Cut it. I'm a team